football. You want football. Everybody wants football.
This place is going bananas right now.
7 miles of barbed wire. Got a stiff for a necktie. A brand new house all on the roadside. And it's made out of rattlesnake hide. Got a brand new chin that made a bit on top. And it's made out of human skull. Come on, take a little walk with me, baby, and tell me who do you love? Yeah, who do you love?
I don't know about you, but I love college football. This is about as good as it gets if you're a college football fan.
Well, this day has been circled on the calendar for fans across the country because college football Saturdays are back. And we have a week 1 matchup upon us here on Husky Stadium. The Western Illinois Leathernecks traveling not too far to face in-state foe, the Northern Illinois Huskies. Well, we welcome you into the broadcast booth alongside Ryan Cavanaugh. I'm Kelsey Casper. And Ryan, taking a look at this matchup, these two teams really couldn't be any more different from one another. On one hand, you have Northern Illinois, an experienced veteran group that returns a lot of their starters from last season. But then looking at Western Illinois, 65 newcomers to this team, along with new head coach Joe Davis.
Well, we start with the Huskies. You mentioned it. They have 9 back on both sides of the football, and they've got a veteran group who's played a lot of games, and Coach Thomas Hammock thinks their players are going to meet the lofty expectations they have this year. And for Western Illinois, Coach Davis says, we don't have a plan for the future. The plan is we win here this afternoon.
Let's go ahead and start with Northern Illinois. The biggest question was that quarterback spot they had to fill. But Coach Hammock said, regardless of who's in it, they're going to rely on other offensive weapons, none bigger than running back Ontario Brown.
Well, if I was a first-year starting quarterback, I'd like that guy lining up next to me. This is one of the most decorated running backs in the history of Northern Illinois football history. He actually just passed his head coach Thomas Hammock in the rushing list. He's a home run hitter, and he can score from anywhere on the field. He's an electric player.
And for Western Illinois, with all these newcomers, it almost begs the question, where do you start? Well, for Coach Davis, it was in the transfer portal. He said he wanted size and he wanted length, and he got that with his offensive line.
Well, that's where I start. I start every offense with the offensive line. You win in the trenches, you win football games. All of these guys are north of 300 pounds. They're big, they're physical, and Coach Davis is going to figuratively and literally lean on these guys to pull off the upset here this afternoon.
Well, in addition to head coach Joe Davis, there's a total of 16 new head coaches on this Western Illinois team. And for Northern Illinois, it's Thomas Hammock entering his 6th year as head coach at his alma mater, leading this Huskies offense. Well, to start today, the Huskies are going to be kicking off. Western Illinois is back to receive, so we're going to see this new era of Leatherneck football to start. We have Elijah Aragon and Toriano Tate back to receive the kickoff. Fans on their feet, the week 1 energy is here. And we're off. The 2024 season set to begin. Fielded at about the 5-yard line. That's Toriano Tate. He's going to be eaten up by the defense. And that's where Western Illinois is going to take over at about the 15-yard line. So now we get our first chance to see Western Illinois quarterback Nathan Lamb, starting quarterback for Western Illinois today. The senior, he was one of the players left on this team last year. Coach Joe Davis said he gave this coaching staff a chance. Last season he played in 7 games, went 2 for 6 passing with only 20 yards. He's got a great opportunity here today.
Well, Coach Davis says the only thing he's missing is the game reps, but he's done some things in practice to make him and the other coaches say wow. And right now, how about the wow coming from the Husky defense, putting pressure.
Yeah, the defense swallowing up on the first play. That's Roy Williams coming in with the sack on the first play.
Roy Williams has that quick twitch, first step fast, and watch as the protection breaks down. Williams is going to come crashing in, and that is not the way that Nate Lamb wanted to start this football game.
So 2nd and 14 for Western Illinois. This time they'll go on the ground, handoff, but not going to get much on this play. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage as we go ahead and take a look at these impact players today, Ryan.
Well, I love Javon Bird in the back half and Devontae O'Malley up front. That's for Northern Illinois. Christian Anaya has to have a big game, as well as Cam Smith, who is going to try to get the ground game established as Western Illinois tries to figure out their offensive identity, Kelsey.
Well, this sets up a third down situation early for Western Illinois.
A lot of Illinois in this game, at least 2.
Lamb drops back, pressured, uses his legs, but he's going to be brought down short of the line of gain.
Nate Lamb with the quarterback keeper for the Leathernecks.
Nice job by Lamb, and the pass protection held up. Now, Northern Illinois only rushed 3, dropping a lot in coverage, and anytime you see that, as long as the offensive line can protect, that's going to create some running lanes for the quarterback, just not enough to get that first down yardage.
And the offense stayed out there for a hot sec, but the punting team is going to come in for the Leathernecks. Jared Campbell back to punt this one away for Western Illinois. Had 11 games last season. An 86-yard punt last year.
Dane Partridge back to return for the Huskies.
This one's going to be called dead. I don't see a flag on the field. There it is. Delay a game on the offense.
Amanda Sauer giving us the call there. One of our referees. Well, the only referee, one of the officials that we're about to talk about in a second here, Kelsey. You had some time down on the field with some of this officiating crew, as did I, but there's a reason I mention you, not me.
We'll get to that one in a sec. Punting it away as Campbell doesn't go too far and bounces out of bounds near the 45-yard line. So Northern Illinois is going to have some great field position for their first possession of the game. Well, you mentioned it before today, but the officiating crew today, 3 women on the staff, and somehow I just got thrown into the picture there too, but so awesome to see Amanda Sauer, D'Angela Mitchell, and Amy Pistone all on the staff today, really making a big difference. You see nowadays women getting into this sport and making a difference and an impact, especially for the next generation.
Well, listen, partner, I wanted to bring up, this is my first opportunity to work with a female as the play-by-play partner, and off to a hot start, and I felt a little outnumbered down on the field. All these female officials and you, and I'm just going to try to...
And on the first play, Ontario Brown near the near sideline, almost inside the 20. We talked about him in the open. He's going to make a big impact on this game, Ryan.
Ontario Brown, take a look at this. He just goes right off tackle. The big guys up front, and they're looking for people to block. What a job at the line of scrimmage. And as I mentioned, Ontario Brown is a real threat to go the distance every single time. Nice job defensively to bring him down. That's Willie Jones.
The second lead rusher in the MAC from last season, averages over 6 yards a carry in his career at NIU. That ranks 5th all time. Ethan Hampton in at quarterback, drops back, he's got a man there in the end zone. It's an early touchdown for the Huskies. Dane Partridge, the hometown kid, gets the first touchdown of the year for Northern Illinois.
23-yard pass play for the touchdown.
When you have a running back like Ontario Brown, all the eyes on the defense are going to be on him. You run play action to the right with Brown. You come back and throw it to Partridge as he runs away. Look at that action. And then Dane Partridge runs a beautiful route. Hampton drops a dime, and the Huskies are on the board 2 plays into this football game.
Katie Woodendorf having the extra point.
An early 6 on the board. Back-to-back 20-plus plays for Northern Illinois to start this game, but the PAT is going to be no good. But after getting great field position to start this game, Northern Illinois wastes no time. 6 early points on the board for the Huskies at home.
Everyone ready?
I was born ready.
Nope.
From the director of Toy Story 4, experience Transformers like never before.
Come on, I'll introduce you to the crew. This is Steve.
Steve?
Yeah, he's foreign. Oh, Steve! No!
On September 20th, witness the origin of the Transformers. We roll out.
What?
Louder.
Transform and roll out.
Transformers 1, rated PG, only in theaters September 20th.
New projects means new project managers. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job, you immediately get your short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job criteria. Visit Indeed.com/hire and get started today.
5,
Allure Sport Superleggera, the new fragrance.
Labor Day savings are here. Let's put fall into motion, tackle turning colors, warm up welcomes, and add life to lawns. Fall starts with Labor Day savings at the Home Depot.
With physics-based tackling, every hit hits different.
The U.S. Open, August 26th through September 8th on ESPN.
I'm on the next level now. It's so on. 6 early points for Northern Illinois here in their season opener in DeKalb. And taking a look at that last possession, it only took them 25 seconds to find the end zone on 2 plays.
Well, if you're Ethan Hampton, you couldn't be happier with how your season started as the first-year quarterback. Beautiful pass to Dane Partridge. You got your running back, Ontario Brown, going early. And those big guys up front, I mean, this Northern Illinois offensive line has started over 90 games in their collegiate career. When you have that sort of continuity on the offensive line, it makes the entire offense run smoother.
And another opportunity for Western Illinois after going an early 3-and-out on their first possession. What needs to change now for Western Illinois? They got their first one in there. How do they settle down and start to produce offensively?
Well, that's tough right now because they've got a very established defense across from them. But they got it begins with the offensive linemen, as we talked about at the top of the program, Kelsey. And they need to get Cam Smith the ball and run behind the big fellas and settle down.
Tate back to receive the kickoff again. He'll go the near sideline, breaks a few tackles, and makes it past the 30-yard line.
Toriano Tate, his brother Tony, just wrapped up playing in Edmonton. He's looking at his options as we take a look at the tail of tape with the coaches, Kelsey.
Yeah, Joe Davis, we mentioned in his first season compared to Thomas Hammock, playing at his alma mater, entering his 6th season. But Joe Davis just turning the page in this new era of leatherneck football. He says they acknowledge the past, they respect it, but they don't talk about it. They put it in the rearview mirror and focus on what's ahead for this team.
Clean slate. He says we get to write our own story. That begins here tonight, and you got to get the offense rolling, though. Nice run.
They'll go on the ground to Cam Smith for a nice gain right at the first down marker. It looks like they'll give it to him. First down run for Cam Smith.
Yeah, take a look at this offensive line. Really nice job down blocking. And then you see 52, Jeremiah Banks-Wall getting up to the second level. That's the linebackers, body on body. And Cam Smith does a nice job reading his blocks and getting first down yardage.
Cam again on the handoff, this time eaten up by that defensive line from Northern Illinois.
Yeah, that's a big-time play defensively by Devontae O'Malley, number 8, coming in and addressing that running back real quick.
It looks like we have an injury on the field for Western Illinois. That's going to be Tyler Jordan, one of the running backs on this team, down at about midfield after the play. He's a redshirt senior that redshirted last season at Georgia Military Academy. And we're going to go ahead and step aside when we come back. Leatherneck ball here early in the first quarter.
When we're young, we're told anything is possible. But only a few of us go out and prove it.
Anna Hall is chasing down history.
Witness the greatness of Anna Hall on a connection worthy of gold. Xfinity Mobile. Only Xfinity gives you the most powerful mobile Wi-Fi network with speeds up to a gig in millions of locations. And right now, Xfinity Internet customers can buy one unlimited line and get one free for a year. Get the fastest connection to Paris with Xfinity.
Doug. And if we win, we get to tell you how Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance, so you only pay for what you need.
Isn't that what you just did?
Service!
Stand back, I'm gonna show ya how Doug and Lima roll ya. You know you gotta live it if you wanna win.
Time out.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Time is luxury. Who you spend it with, what you spend it doing. Why we spend so much time designing and refining, creating the control and the feel that defines electric performance. To make the time you spend behind the wheel of a Polestar the best time of your day.
Just to brush the flies away.
Book a test drive at polestar.com.
Jersey Mike's freshly slices it right in front of you, the authentic Jersey way. You can't fake that. And look, you can fake a lot of stuff these days. You can fake my outfit, but you can't fake freshly sliced turkey. You can fake these haunches, but you can't fake freshly sizzled bacon. Nay, you just can't fake a freshly sliced Jersey sub. It's nice to be back in my real body. Number 13, please. Made the authentic Jersey way since 1956. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Stands full here at Husky Stadium in Northern Illinois. The home team off to a solid start, 6-0 after scoring on their opening possession, but we did just step aside after Leatherneck player Tyler Jordan, the redshirt senior, had to be helped off the field. He was hanging on to some of that staff, limping, hurting that left leg, it looked like.
Yeah, and if you're Western Illinois, obviously injuries, they happen in football, but with the moving pieces and so many different players we're going to see, depth is always going to be an issue.
For this Western Illinois team, as coaches were honest with us, they're still trying to figure out a lot with this team. They have so many new players, trying to fit them all into this puzzle. Certainly an early injury like this doesn't help.
Well, Joe Davis brought in 113 players into camp. They're trying to create some depth on both sides of the ball.
Lamb with a little shovel pass out to the outside. That was Cam Smith on the carry. Has to be good enough for a first down.
Really nice burst from Cam Smith once he hit the edge. And look at that fast up-paced tempo now from the Leathernecks.
Back-to-back first downs for Western Illinois. Cam Smith might have to take a little bit heavier of a workload here with Tyler Jordan out. Lamb steps back, he goes deep on the far sideline, but overthrows his receiver. That was Tristan Duncan, the intended receiver.
Yeah, that's where you want to miss if you're the quarterback. You know, you're not leaving it inside. Javon Bird, one of our impact players, was out in coverage. Really, really solid cover corner. And that time, Lamb just throws it outside and, frankly, out of play.
2nd and 10, back on the ground. Got a gain of 3 on the carry for Western Illinois. That's going to be Torrance Farmer Jr., the backup running back on the carry now in the game. Jaden Dolphin on the tackle. So that'll bring up a big 3rd down situation here. Leathernecks past midfield.
Keep an eye on the edge. Roy Williams, he's to the bottom of the screen. He's playing defensive end right across that hash. Terrific pass rusher.
He'll go to his right. Pass complete. Hurdled a man on the outside. That's going to be right at the first down marker. That was Torrance Farmer again. He got some ups.
He went to the second floor to go over top. I don't know if that was Bird he jumps over, but without doing that, that was Profit. Without doing that, he's not getting first down yardage, but Farmer, as you mentioned, with Jordan out, taking advantage of some opportunities here, and he's doing it in a flashy way. There's style points there as well, Kels.
Definitely some style. 1st and 10 on the handoff, finding a hole up the middle. Another first down run for Farmer. Leathernecks starting to find their groove here.
Nice job up front by the offensive line, opening up a hole. And Farmer has provided a quick shot of adrenaline for the Leatherneck offense.
See some confusion on the offensive line, and yep, Joe Davis is going to have to call a timeout. You actually saw a player grabbing someone, trying to move them, a little bit of miscommunication on what they were running.
Just look at Joe Davis talking to his tight end Alex Williams and discussing the alignment and what went wrong. But how about Joe Davis, former quarterback at Adrian College up in Michigan, the MIAA D3 guy, as well as his defensive coordinator, Dan McEwen. They played together at Adrian. And when Davis took the job from Eastern Illinois this year, as one of his first calls was to bring in his former Bulldog college teammate. And there you go. So what they're doing is so the left guard is the left tackle rather is number 52, Jeremiah Bankswall.
Cam Smith on the carry. It's about a gain of 4. Santana Banner, the redshirt freshman, in to make the tackle.
Love it when you get those safeties up in the box, playing at the line of scrimmage. 2-yard gain, 2nd and 7, 2nd and 8. There we go.
I mentioned Joe Davis. He just came from Eastern Illinois, but he worked a lot with quarterbacks, and he works a lot with Nathan Lamb, who's getting his start here today. Fakes a handoff, but stays on his feet. Actually throws it away. Pass intended for Cam Smith. Lamb pressure to Ben, threw it away.
Yeah, we got Santana Banner. We just saw him with a big play and run support, and this guy time coming off the edge. And while he doesn't get the sack on Lamb, he does cause him to speed up his pace and throw an errant pass out of bounds. Big 3rd down for the Leathernecks.
This Husky defense ranked in the top 25 just a season ago, putting the pressure on Western Illinois early. 3rd and 8. And passing complete. That one comes up short. Intended for Tristan Duncan.
Tristan Duncan, the intended receiver.
Yeah, that's what we call the sticks route. You get to the sticks and you turn around. And that is a pass that usually is successful. It's predicated on the timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. That timing was a little bit off, as was the pass.
So despite coming up short of the end zone, a much better offensive possession for Western Illinois. They'll look to put some points on the board here with a field goal. Antonio Chadha back to kick this one. But it's no good.
Pushed it left, Kelsey.
Well, the shot from Chadha, no good. So Western Illinois stays scoreless in this matchup.
I don't know that I've ever seen a kicker wear number 53 before.
Definitely a little interesting. I actually scratched it out and rewrote it on my board here.
That can't be right.
But another stop by this Husky defense.
Bend but don't break, okay? There's a lot for the Huskies and the coaches to talk about. Of course, their terrific defensive coordinator, Nick Benedetto, but you know, there's some things they need to clean up on that drive as the Leathernecks pushed it all the way down the field and just missed the field goal.
Ontario Brown right up the middle. He's got a 1st down run.
He makes 10 yards look like 3 or 4 yards. Ontario Brown is so fast, so explosive. I mean, it looks like a 5-yard carry, and he gets 11.
He's got a couple nicknames. He mainly goes by AB, but his teammates come up with the nickname Slime for him. It's because he's formless, he's slithery, he's sliding out of tackles. It actually came from the Akron game last season where he ran for 280 yards with 4 touchdowns. So AB, Slime Time, Slime Brown, plenty of nicknames for the senior.
Love it.
Hampton. He's got a man right open. It's Barnes who's taken down just before midfield. Braylon Brooks on the tackle.
Find the tight end. Grayson Barnes settles. And Hampton is 2 for 2 so far. And they're using a nice job as we take a look at Ethan Hampton.
Yeah, Ethan Hampton has spent the last 3 seasons as the backup quarterback for Northern Illinois. Rocky Lombardi was here before him for several years, but he's getting the opportunity today. He saw action in 4 of the first games for Northern Illinois last season. Hampton keeps it himself. Quarterback keeper. He's got green grass in front of him. Taken down inside the 30-yard line, but there's going to be a flag on this one.
Yeah, I don't know if that was an offensive or defensive offsides. It came out as the snap was as the ball was being snapped, rather.
Illegal formation. So illegal formation on Northern Illinois. It's their first penalty of the day, so that'll push them back behind the 50-yard line.
Now the result's going to be a loss of yardage. However, what Northern Illinois just did there is they showed some more issues for the Leathernecks to deal with defensively, because now you see we can run the quarterback as well. That is going to make Ontario Brown, AB, slime time, whatever you want to call him, more of a threat.
Well, look at here. Wildcat. Brown takes the snap. Bounces off of one tackle. He's got some great footwork, taken out inside the 50-yard line.
I think he almost faked himself out. Willie Jones comes up from the defensive backfield to make the play. But, man, Brown was just... Take a look at the number of moves here. Great job. The right side. Now watch his footwork. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now I'll run. Little stiff arm. Puts his hand in the face of Tyler Henry. Look at this fancy footwork. Boom, 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 boom. Brown is so quick, explosive.
3 straight double-digit plays for Ontario Brown to start this one. Hampton play action. Looks across, wide open. Inside the 20, finally taken down at the 10-yard line. Ontario Brown, he can do it all.
Beautiful play design. Look how wide open. So they send 2 guys deep. They stretch the field, and Brown finds the flat. Nobody's out there except him, the numbers, and green space. And he pushes the ball down to the 12-yard line. The Huskies knocking on the door again.
Well, even when talking with the Western Illinois head coaches, they knew Ontario Brown was going to be a problem, but they haven't been able to stop him yet in this game.
Hard to simulate that type of athleticism and speed.
Hampton with the handoff. It looks like the ball came loose. Leathernecks are saying they have it.
Handoff goes to Gavin Williams.
The handoff was to Gavin Williams. And they're saying Western Illinois ball.
Ball on the play, recovered by the Leathernecks.
Wow, Gavin Williams coughs it up, and I think Trey Henry may have fallen on it. He follows his lineman, running through, and let's see who punches it out.
Recovery for Western Illinois.
Did you see here, Williams found the hole.
Yeah, that's Diego Neri.
With the strip.
Linebacker who strips it. And there you see the ball on the turf. Man, time slows down when the ball hits the turf. You know, it's like everything else freezes and the ball's sitting there, and it's like slow motion trying to get to it. Leathernecks come up with a timely stop.
They get the turnover inside the red zone, but now some tough field position to deal with here for Nathan Lamb and company. He fakes the throw, uses his feet, cuts back in to gain a couple yards on the play.
Nate Lamb with a quarterback keeper.
Yeah, he faked it to Cam Smith and then was looking for a quick hitter to his tight end over the middle. It was covered, so he tucked the football and ran.
Tackle made by Jaden Dolphin. One of the leaders on this defense. Has 152 career tackles during his career here at Northern Illinois. Lamb across the middle of the field. Pass complete. That's good enough for a first down. That's Elijah Aragon with the reception.
Nice job by Lamb, finding his receiver. Very catchable ball. Gets it to Aragon, and they barely have time to set the chains before the Leathernecks are snapping the football.
They're moving quick. Lamb in trouble. Throws it up.
I don't think he...
Pass is going to go incomplete.
Yeah, he was bobbling it as he went out of bounds, Kelsey. That was a dangerous pass by Lamb. And I say that because there were 2 levels, an underneath guy, and then the intended receiver was deep. But with so much air under the football, it was in the air for a while, and that cornerback covering the flat route almost got underneath it to make a play on it.
So 2nd and 10 for Western Illinois. They'll hand it off, but don't gain much. Swarm by the defensive line.
Nice job. There he is. It's Pierce Opong, native of Bloomington, Minnesota. Making a big play on that defense line, bringing up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Opong, a redshirt junior. He was actually out last season dealing with that torn pec injury. But back this year. This brings up a big 3rd and 10 for Western Illinois. Lamb looking downfield, pass caught and knocked out of bounds. That was Matt Henry on the reception. It's going to be close to the first down marker.
They're moving the chains. Beautiful job. This time, look at Lamb, and he stays consistent with his steps into the throw, and it's on time, and it's on target, and Henry has first down yardage. Again, sticks route. You get up, you get past the sticks, you push the defensive corner back, and then you come back, you out-breaking route in plenty of time to catch it with first down yardage. Cam Smith with the reception.
Little fade around to the outside. It's knocked out of bounds just before the 50-yard line, and it seems like Nate Lamb's kind of settling into this situation, a little bit more poised and relaxed with the last two throws.
Yeah, he looks comfortable now. Quinn Erlweiler was in coverage, and Cam Smith able to step out of his attempted tackle. This Western Illinois offense is moving again.
They worked their way downfield last possession, ended up missing the field goal, looking for their first points here. Pass complete to Duncan. And he's gone down the sideline, cuts back in. Duncan in the end zone, but a flag's going to be on the field. This one might be coming back.
Oh, they're going to get a hold on the outside by the wide receiver downfield. And I don't know that the offending party needed to grab him, because Tristan Duncan was off to the races. Now watch here to the right of your screen. Right there, there's the hold. They're going to get Aragon, number 2.
Holding. Offense, number 2. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Yeah, like you mentioned, it looked like Duncan was going to be fine without that.
You know what, though? If you're Aragon, it's hard. You can't see behind you. So you don't know if Tristan Duncan is loose, if he's on his way to the end zone, but you do know you're blocking your man. And when he tries to get away, you grab him. It's actually very instinctual. The only problem was the ball was going right to him, so the officials were looking right at Aragon, and they saw it.
Well, points taken off the board for Western Illinois.
I think it's going to be a first down, though, because it's a spot foul. And he was so far downfield that even with the 10 yards back, they're going to get a first down. So it's not all bad news.
Not all bad news. First and 10 from the 31-yard line.
Farmer in the backfield next to Lamp.
And he'll go to Farmer, hit a couple big runs in the last possession. It doesn't get anything on that run. Jake Gassaway, linebacker in coverage, gets a tackle.
What a beautiful day here in DeKalb. It's always a pleasure to be here. And just nicer when it's not snowing.
Some football in August, bringing some beautiful weather.
See, Coach Davis a second ago, he's calling plays from the sidelines where he's most comfortable. Quarterback keep shut down on the edge. Looked like Christian Furman, the defensive linebacker, crashing in.
Yeah, Christian Furman, a senior transfer from SEMO, who's actually already become a leader on this established defense.
Presented by Old National Bank.
So 3rd and 8 now for Western Illinois. Looking for their first points here in week 1. Lamb to the outside, pass complete to Smith, but he's going to be taken down. Hard hit from Jacob Finley.
This is as good as you can play this by Jacob Finley. When you see this replay, his eyes are in the backfield, he sees the swing route, and he attacks right away, and you're going to see Finley split between the double team with a big-time hit to put Cam Smith down and force another field goal attempt as Chada comes out.
Antonio Chada began his career at Rutgers before transferring from Western Kentucky, but that last attempt was his first collegiate kick. His second, though, is good. So the Leathernecks get some points on the board here in the final minute of the first quarter to cut the Huskies' lead in half. It seems like this offense started.
This is Alpha Brain. You want to be the best at whatever you do? Yeah, we thought so. If you've got a lot going on or need to think clearly, we've got an Alpha Brain product that's got your back. Focus where it matters most.
When we're young, we're told anything is possible, but only a few of us go out and prove it.
Anna Hall is chasing down history.
Witness the greatness of Anna Hall on a connection worthy of gold. Xfinity Mobile. Only Xfinity gives you the most powerful mobile Wi-Fi network with speeds up to a gig in millions of locations. And right now, Xfinity Internet customers can buy one unlimited line and get one free for a year. Get the fastest connection to Paris with Xfinity.
And we're back in third quarter planning. Adams is quarterbacking this project, and she is looking pretty tired, Jill.
She's stuck, Bill, and that deadline is looming.
It looms for us all, Jill.
Wait a minute. She just pulled up Grammarly.
Grammarly is an AI writing partner that helps you make your point.
She just asked Grammarly to help her write a summary of her doc, and she's shortening it. Look at that. She's done. And it's in!
It's in! It's a touchdown!
Download Grammarly for free.
Bacon. Good morning, everybody. Nothing like the Jersey Mike's morning prep. The sizzling bacon, the slicing of the tomatoes, the popping of the fresh lettuce.
Danny, what are you doing up there?
I've been living up here for months.
Got a package from Mr. DeVito?
Oh, my bacon sniffing horn. Oh, smell that bacon. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, now we're talking. Freshly prepped every morning. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Labor Day savings are here. Let's put fall into motion, tackle turning colors, warm up welcomes, and add life to lawns. Fall starts with Labor Day savings at the Home Depot.
Boom! Hole in one! I win!
Yes, you do.
Hey, hot guy, marry me.
Okay. It's a Men's Warehouse. Hold my bet.
Your record label is taking off, but so is your sound engineer. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Indeed Instant Match instantly delivers quality candidates matching your job description.
Western Illinois on the board here with about 51 seconds left on the clock in the first quarter, kicking a field goal. That drive summary, 11 plays for the Leathernecks, going 61 yards, taking 4 minutes and 35 seconds off the clock. So we got ourselves a game here to end this first quarter.
Creating turnovers on defense and then turning those into points. They were helped out, obviously, by the turnover, and they would have had 6 points for Duncan. It wasn't for the hold, but they still come away with 3. And because of the missed extra point by Northern Illinois, we got a field goal game here deep in the first quarter. That's what you want to do if you're Western Illinois. You want to hang around. Fair catch.
Fair catch made by Rudolph, and that's where the Northern Illinois offense will take over. And this Huskies team really embodies the phrase, the hard way. You'll see it written all over the place here in this stadium. It's on the back of their practice jerseys, and it was actually first introduced back in 1996 by a transfer named of Kenneth Williams during camp. And it's just a mantra that describes the toughness, the hard work and sacrifice it requires to get the job done, no matter the obstacles or situation. I mean, that's just football.
Well, if it was easy, everybody would do it. So if you want to get things done, regardless of what everybody else is doing, figure out how to do it the hard way.
And I talked with head coach Thomas Hammock about it. This pass complete to the outside, but broken up. That was Gavin Williams on the reception.
Really nice play it. That's Braylon Brooks coming up to make the play. And Brooks, again, similar to Northern Illinois defensively. He identifies it, he breaks on the football, he gets inside the blocker and shuts Gavin Williams down before he can even get started.
Play action. Lamb looking downfield. He's got a man open and catches it. Trayvon Rudolph, the top returning receiver for Western Illinois, makes the grab.
Beautiful pass by Hampton, dropping it over the shoulder of Rudolph. This is really good coverage as well. But look at the placement of the football. And Rudolph, little stutter step, comes back and gets it. And that was Brooks in coverage. He was all over Rudolph. What I like here, watch the body control. Rudolph gives a little jab to slow down Brooks, and then he extends. Wide receivers, when they know the ball's underthrown a little bit, they'll give that stutter step, and all it does is freeze the DB, and then they can extend and go get the football. Beautiful job and body control by Rudolph.
47-yard completion to Trayvon Rudolph. That'll cap off the first quarter, but the Huskies in good field position. Northern Illinois up by 3.
When we're young, we're told anything is possible, but only a few of us go out and prove it.
Anna Hall is chasing down history.
Witness the greatness of Anna Hall on a connection worthy of gold. Xfinity Mobile. Only Xfinity gives you the most powerful mobile Wi-Fi network with speeds up to a gig in millions of locations. And right now, Xfinity Internet customers can buy one unlimited line and get one free for a year. Get the fastest connection to Paris with Xfinity.
And we're back. The team is looking down the barrel of a 4:55 meeting.
Can they turn it around and make this meeting an email?
Jones is taking the ball and running with it. She's asking Grammarly to write the first draft of an email.
What a play. Grammarly is an AI writing partner that helps you make your point.
She's got a clear shot and it's good.
Bazinga!
It's a slam dunk. The meeting's canceled. They'll go home champions.
Download Grammarly for free.
Jersey Mike's freshly slices it right in front of you. The authentic Jersey way. You can't fake that. And look, you can fake a lot of stuff these days. You can fake my outfit, but you can't fake freshly sliced turkey. You can fake these haunches, but you can't fake freshly sizzled bacon. Nay, you just can't fake a freshly sliced Jersey sub. It's nice to be back in my real body. Number 13, please.
Made the authentic Jersey way since 1956. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
This is Alpha Brain. You want to be the best at whatever you do? Yeah, we thought so. If you've got a lot going on or need to think clearly, we've got an Alpha Brain product that's got your back. Focus where it matters most.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Allure Homme Sport Superleggera, the new fragrance.
Labor Day savings are here. Let's put fall into motion, tackle turning colors, warm up welcomes, and add life to lawns. Fall starts with Labor Day savings at the Home Depot.
You're going to be the handsomest wedding guest.
I look amazing. I feel like I can do anything. Move over her, Dad. Outfit.
Can he do that? Of course he can. Look at his outfit.
Husky Stadium. Northern Illinois up 6-3 over Western Illinois, and this is how the first quarter ended. What a catch by Trayvon Rudolph, the lead receiver from this team last season, to set this Northern Illinois offense up with good field position. Back back inside the 30-yard line. Ethan Hampton hands it off to Ontario Brown. Nearly gets the first down. Gain of about 9 on the play.
I think a short gain for AB is like 7 or 8 yards. It's just like every time he gets the football, by the time anybody touches him, what a job by the offensive line. Brock Lampy, there's 49, the fullback. Such a critical and important part of the running game is the fullback. When you got a guy like Lampy, you just send AB behind him and let him go get a linebacker, and that's what Lampy did on that play.
2nd and 2. Lampy in motion. Again to Ontario. Makes a man miss, still on his feet, but drops it. The ball rolling out of bounds, though. Kind of just popped down on him.
Yeah, it was a little odd. Nobody touched the football. First of all, how about Ontario Brown with the footwork and stepping out of this tackle? And then that was KJ Coleman who tried to get it, and then Brown just loses the football as he's passing the sticks for first down yardage. It bounces backwards, and now Northern Illinois looking at a 3rd and 5.
So there's actually an injury timeout, a Husky down on the field, so we're going to step away when we come back. 3rd and 5 for this Northern Illinois offense.
At the game clock took 14 minutes.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Allure Homme Sport Superleggera, the new fragrance.
This is Alpha Brain. You want to be the best at whatever you do? Yeah, we thought so. If you've got a lot going on or need to think clearly, we've got an Alpha Brain product that's got your back. Focus where it matters most.
Welcome back to this U.S. Open office plan.
Miller just lobbed a message way over Jones's head using some technical jargon.
Let's see if they can use Grammarly to their advantage. Jonesy's using it to make her point in a friendly way. And now Miller's taking a technical doc and asking Grammarly to rewrite it. Let's see if it makes the difference. It's love all, but does Jones feel it?
Yes, they're aligned. Game, set, and match.
Thanks to Grammarly, every word you write helps you reach your goal.
Download Grammarly for free.
Jersey Mike's freshly slices it right in front of you. The authentic Jersey way. You can't fake that. And look, you can fake a lot of stuff these days. You can fake my outfit, but you can't fake freshly sliced turkey. You can fake these haunches, but you can't fake freshly sizzled bacon. Nay, you just can't fake a freshly sliced Jersey sub. It's nice to be back in my real body. Number 13, please.
Made the authentic Jersey way since 1956. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
Three-point ball game here in the second quarter. Northern Illinois coming off the injury timeout will have the ball at the 29-yard line, looking to extend their lead here early in the second quarter. They scored on their opening drive of the game. It was a touchdown pass to Dane Partridge in the end zone, but since then, they haven't been able to score on the remainder of their drives.
Well, they've hurt themselves with turnovers, and then again, they're in this situation now because of the fumble from Ontario Brown when they would have had first down yardage. This is a pretty important third down play, Kelsey, because Western Illinois has shown that they can move the football offensively. So the onus now is on Northern Illinois to keep pace.
Western Illinois had 8 first downs in the first quarter compared to NIU with 6. Lamb with a little short pass to Brown. It's complete, and he's taken out inside the 10.
Hampton's pass completed to Ontario Brown.
So good third down conversion for the Huskies.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Kelsey. Nice job by Hampton as he comes off on the play action, and there's a Leatherneck defender right in his face. Keeps his composure, flips it over top to AB. And this time, Brown holds onto the football, first down yardage, and inside the 10-yard line are the Huskies.
Yeah, first and goal for the Huskies.
When they were in this position in the first, this is where they fumbled it. It was Gavin Williams with the turnover. Huskies looking to get on the board and extend their lead. Brown will take it, but the defense was all over him that time.
Yeah, he just slipped coming out of it. And I believe that was Thomas Bruner chasing down AB from the back. And as Ontario Brown put his foot in the ground to get north and south, left foot slipped, and so did the rest of his body. Bruner was there to clean him up. Loss of 2. And Brown's coming off the field. There's a good look at Thomas Bruner, the Northern Illinois and Wisconsin transfer, coming back to his old home field.
Second and goal to the outside, but dropped. That was Jake Applegate. The redshirt sophomore transfer from Nebraska.
Yeah, even Hampton, he put a little sriracha on that one, Kelsey, and it was too hot for Applegate to handle. And they weren't that far away. He was just, you know, he's kind of being pressured, a little under duress. And he sped it up, and he sped up the pass, threw it a little bit harder than he needed to.
That was actually his first incomplete pass of the game.
Very efficient so far.
So third and goal. Hampton looking to the end zone. He's got a guy there. Touchdown, Huskies. Cam Thompson, the redshirt sophomore, gets the touchdown.
Beautiful combination route, and Cam Thompson comes from the bottom, the left of the formation. Man-to-man, and he just beats his defender inside. And look at Hampton delivering a strike. He's looking at Thompson all the way, and you see the separation Thompson was able to create in coverage by Braylon Brooks. Thompson wins the individual matchup and gets the touchdown. My goodness.
And this PAT is good for Northern Illinois as they take a 13-3 lead. Let's take a look at this one again. Ethan Hampton right on the money into the hands of Thompson.
Yeah, the extra point game for Northern Illinois has been a bit of adventure here in this first half. They missed the first one. This second one gets blocked, tipped, and falls, go through the uprights, but dangerous looking play.
Well, after week 1, this is what Northern Illinois has got on deck. Man, that's a tough one they got in week 2. They're traveling to South Bend to face Notre Dame, but looking down the schedule on October 5th, taking on UMass. And that's interesting because next year, UMass is actually going to be joining the MAC Conference, their newest member. They were actually previously in the conference as a football-only member, but now joins it as we see getting in on the MAC ship.
Well, this is good news for the MAC and the Mid-American Conference because there's so many teams moving to Power 5 and conferences that are disbanding because the teams are leaving MAC. One of the colleges, or one of the conferences that's actually adding members. And that's good news for them, and it's a welcome addition bringing UMass back for football, as you mentioned, Kelsey, where they were for a few years as a football-only school.
Back to receive at the 1-yard line was Tate for Western Illinois. And he'll get chopped up at about the 15, but a flag's going to be on the field.
Yeah, they're going to get a block in the back against the Leathernecks. It's going to put him inside the 10.
So a couple penalties early in this game for the Leathernecks, but as we mentioned, 65 new players. A lot of guys going to be going in and out of this game for the Leathernecks. They're just trying to get their bearings, and talking to defensive coordinator Dan McEwen, one thing he wanted to do is unite this team and make sure everyone was speaking the same language. Unite via language. New coaches coming in, new players. Everyone uses different terminology, calls things by a different name. He says his biggest concern was getting everyone using the same language.
What a great point by Coach McEwen. You know, this is a program that hasn't won a game in over 2 seasons. And McEwen said, put it right on the front porch when we talked to him this week. He said, we'll talk about it. Yeah, we haven't been good, but this is a new era for Leatherneck football, and right now it looks like it. Like, this team is playing inspired. They don't look like a team that showed up and understands what certain people think were going to happen here. I mean, this is a 10-point game and very easily could be closer to that. Western Illinois, especially on the offensive side of the football, looks like a very solid football team.
That was Christian Anaya in the pass. Another completed pass, this time to Eli Aragon. That's going to be a first down completion. Yeah, but to your point, we brought it up to him. He's like, hey, you can say it. This team has not won a game in over 2 seasons. They've had back-to-back 0-11 years, but he said, hey, we know, we accept it, but we're also moving forward. And he says we are up for the challenge. That's what he kept reiterating. Hey, we're just looking at a challenge, positive mindset. And this team has come off looking good. They're moving the offense well. Another first down for the Leathernecks. Hand off to Smith. Tried the little spin move. Doesn't gain anything on the play.
Nice play defensively by Mark Hensley, redshirt freshman. Washington High School in Labadie, Missouri. There's Hensley. Playing in the offensive backfield. Cam Smith gets shut down. Loss of 1.
That'll bring up 2nd 11. Lamb to his left, reaching out and grabbing it was Christian Anaya. So 2 passes to Anaya in this possession.
Really nice play by Anaya to go get the football and help his quarterback out. Comes out of the break, it's just outside. Not a bad thrown football, but you got to need in a ball like that. You need your wide receiver to make a play, and he does. That was Jacob Finley in coverage.
That'll bring up 3rd and 6. Play clock down to 1. A bad snap, but it's going to be a delay of game.
False start. Offense, number 66. 5-yard penalty.
So it's called a false start instead.
Yeah, they're going to get Isaiah Foote, the right guard. He might have been the only one on the offense watching the play clock and said, look, we're either going to get a delay of game or we're not. But I'm going to go before the clock runs out. And that's what happened. They got him with a false start.
So now instead of 3rd and manageable, it's 3rd and 11. Lamb with pressure finds a man in the middle of the field. That's definitely going to be short of the first down marker. That's going to be Alex Williams. 4th down for Western Illinois.
Looks at his big tight end. They had crossing routes. Aragon went across the formation from right to left. Williams left to right, but the defense stays home. And they allow a short gain, 4 yards. Keep the football and the receiver in front of you and bring him to the turf. And nice job out of the Huskies defense.
So the Leathernecks will punt this one away. Back to receive is Partridge. He had a touchdown pass to start this game, making some guys miss as he's taken down by about the 40-yard line. So the Huskies get a big defensive stop, and Northern Illinois will take over at the 40-yard line. Huskies up by 10 here in the 2nd.
It's a punt return of 10 yards.
Bacon. Good morning, everybody. Nothing like the Jersey Mike's morning prep. The sizzling bacon, the slicing of the tomatoes, the popping of the fresh lettuce.
Danny, what are you doing up there?
I've been living up here for months.
Got a package from Mr. DeVito?
Oh, my bacon sniffing horn.
Oh, smell that bacon. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, now we're talking. Freshly prepped every morning. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
This is Alpha Brain. You want to be the best at whatever you do? Yeah, we thought so. If you've got a lot going on or need to think clearly, we've got an Alpha Brain product that's got your back. Focus where it matters most.
When we're young, we're told anything is possible. But only a few of us go out and prove it.
Anna Hall is chasing down history.
Witness the greatness of Anna Hall on a connection worthy of gold. Xfinity Mobile. Only Xfinity gives you the most powerful mobile Wi-Fi network with speeds up to a gig in millions of locations. And right now, Xfinity Internet customers can buy one unlimited line and get one free for a year. Get the fastest connection to Paris with Xfinity.
And we're back in third quarter planning. Adams is quarterbacking this project, and she is looking pretty tired, Jill.
She's stuck, Bill, and that deadline is looming.
It looms for us all, Jill.
Wait a minute. She just pulled up Grammarly.
Grammarly is an AI writing partner that helps you make your point.
She just asked Grammarly to help her write a summary of her doc, and she's shortening it. Look at that. She's done. And it's in!
It's in! It's a touchdown!
Download Grammarly for free.
With new physics, every hit hits different.
We lead about midway through this second quarter, and Ryan, we talked about Ontario Brown in the open. We knew he was going to be big, but he's led up to these expectations. 51 yards so far. He's averaging 8.5 per carry.
Yeah, there's no chance of a negative run from Ontario Brown. By the time he gets the ball, he's so explosive and hits the hole, and he's done it through the, not only on the ground, but through the air as well. Look at that, 6 rushes, 51, and how about 45 yards receiving? You know, you look at and you almost think that 8.5 average is going to bring his career average down. That's how the type of player Brown's been throughout his career. As you mentioned earlier, Kelsey, 5th all-time for yards per carry in Husky history.
He was 2nd in the MAC last season in rush yards, averaging 6.1 per carry.
Jet sweep.
And here he comes down the sideline. Wide open field in front of him. Touchdown for Rudolph. Huskies wasting no time, back on the board.
60-yard touchdown run,
I love the play call. You keep working Brown. You tenderize the middle of the defense of Western Illinois, and then you get your speed on a jet sweep. Full speed and hits the edge, and look at Rudolph go. He almost loses our cameraman. Untouched, hits the sideline, and it's see you later time. Trayvon Rudolph.
Looks like he was running through the tape right there at the end. 60 yards for Trayvon Rudolph. One play, 60 yards, only took 8 seconds. The extra point is good. Trayvon Rudolph, the red shirt senior.
Great blocking on the edge. Look at Lampy with the kick out block. What a versatile player. Brock Lampy, number 49, is the fullback, and he's lined up as a tight end. And look at that kick out block. And then Rudolph, you can't teach speed like that. Hits the Jets, and you said it best. First one across the finish line, Trayvon Rudolph.
5'10" redshirt senior out of Cree, Illinois. I had mentioned led this team in receptions last year with 51 catches for 531 yards, but he was also the 3rd rusher on this team, had 22 carries for 182 yards and 1 touchdown. Well, he gets the touchdown early here in this week 1 matchup. So now the points starting to come on the board for the Huskies here. Western Illinois is going to look for a response. We've seen them able to move the chains in their possessions, but just haven't been able to find the end zone. They've only kicked 1 field goal so far. Ryan, how do they get into the end zone in this possession, battling with this really tough Northern Illinois defense?
Well, as you said, they've been pretty good between the 20s moving the football, but you have to finish drives. And when you go on the road and you're an underdog, like they are here, you have to count with 6s and 7s, not 3s. So they need to finish one of these drives.
Running up and making the catch is Tate. Puts his head down and tackled at about the 29-yard line. So we'll get another glimpse at this offense by Nate Lamb. He actually started his career at Fresno State before joining the College of Sequoias, a community college where he dominated for 3 seasons. He had 40 total touchdowns in 3 years at College of Sequoias before coming here to Western Illinois. And we had mentioned it. Joe Davis said he was kind of the only one left. He gave this coaching staff a chance, but one thing, he just lacked snaps. Coach Davis said they're going to need a lot of patience with him as they're still trying to figure out this offense. They go to the ground on the first play for about a gain of 1. That was Torrance Farmer. If you remember back in the first quarter, running back Tyler Jordan went out with a left leg injury. We have yet to see him back on the field. So 2nd and 9 for Western Illinois. Farmer again just eaten up. You see Skylar Gill-Howard on the tackle in with 2 others.
Nice job, Roy Williams coming off the edge, and we've got Joey Tresia. The center is now down for the Leathernecks.
Injury timeout.
The sophomore center, Joey Tresia, who Coach Joe Davis calls the QB of the O-line. See Coach going out there to check in on him. Started in the final games of last season, a transfer from Colorado State. Communicates well, gets everyone in the right direction. The center plays an important role.
Well, he's the oftentimes the second most important player next to your quarterback. He's going to set the calls. He's going to get the offensive line lined up.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the mantra for Western Illinois. We talked about this with head coach Joe Davis. ECI, encourage, challenge, inspire. You're going to see that written all over the Leatherneck locker room. It's said a lot around this football program. It stands for encourage, challenge, inspire. He wants to create a positive environment around this program, encourage them to go to class, go to weights, give them all in practice, but then you take it to the next level. You challenge them saying, hey, I want you to get an A in class. I want you to do 100 hours of community service. He wants to raise the bar, and then, of course, just inspire others, inspire your teammates. So that is what he brings to this team, trying to establish a culture in his first year as Nate Lamb throws it to Eli Aragon for a short gain on the play, but that's going to go ahead and bring up 4th down.
Nice job by Northern Illinois, keeping everything in front. Aragon comes across, but everybody is in front of him. Christian Furman with the tackle.
It's 6:40
ECI, it's on the back of the Leathernecks helmet, as you mentioned, Kelsey, and that's all part of creating the culture that Coach Davis and the rest of his crew want to establish and develop for the Leatherneck football program.
Jared Campbell back to punt. Fair catch called at about the 32-yard line. So that's where the Huskies will take over. Northern Illinois showing off here in their season opener at home. They have the 20-3 lead over the Leathernecks.
When we're young, we're told anything is possible. But only a few of us go out and prove it.
Anna Hall is chasing down history.
Witness the greatness of Anna Hall on a connection worthy of gold. Xfinity Mobile. Only Xfinity gives you the most powerful mobile Wi-Fi network with speeds up to a gig in millions of locations. And right now, Xfinity Internet customers can buy 1 unlimited line and get 1 free for a year. Get the fastest connection to Paris with Xfinity.
Jersey Mike's freshly slices it right in front of you. The authentic Jersey way. You can't fake that. And look, you can fake a lot of stuff these days. You can fake my outfit, but you can't fake freshly sliced turkey. You can fake these haunches, but you can't fake freshly sizzled bacon. Nay, you just can't fake a freshly sliced Jersey sub. It's nice to be back in my real body. Number 13, please. Made the authentic Jersey way since 1956. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
This is Alpha Brain. You want to be the best at whatever you do? Yeah, we thought so. If If you've got a lot going on or need to think clearly, we've got an Alpha Brain product that's got your back. Focus where it matters most.
New projects means new project managers. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job, you immediately get your short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job criteria. Visit Indeed.com/hire and get started today.
Welcome back to this U.S. Open office plan.
Miller just lobbed a message way over Jones's head using some technical jargon.
Let's see if they can use Grammarly to their advantage. Jonesy's using it to make her point in a friendly way. And now Miller's taking a technical doc and asking Grammarly to rewrite it. Let's see if it makes the difference. It's love all, but does Jones feel it?
Yes, they're aligned. Game, set, and match.
Thanks to Grammarly, every word you write helps you reach your goal.
Download Grammarly for free.
With the 20-3 lead over Western Illinois, and you may have noticed the green dot on the back of some players' helmets. That's a new NCAA rule that in-helmet communication is a change coming to college football this year. One player on the field per team is allowed to have communication with a coach. Coaches can talk to one player on the field until 15 seconds on the play clock or snap. As you see, quarterback Ethan Hampton with the green dot on the back of his helmet. That's a new change coming to college football this season, Ryan. Takes the handoff, play action, goes to the outside. Brought down right before the 40-yard line. That was Grayson Barnes, the tight end, on the completion.
Second catch of the afternoon for Barnes. Nice job by the Leathernecks to stay home and not fall. I saw that football come out. Barnes quickly recovered it.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 4 for this offense. Hampton with a quick pass. Gavin Williams keeping his toes inside for the first down. Gavin Williams, a redshirt senior, a transfer from Iowa. Last season was his first year at NIU. He was a second lead rusher with 95 carries.
Nice job by Williams to control his body, stay in bounds, and get first down yardage. It's tough when you run that out route to the short side of the field. This time it's a hitch to the short side of the field.
Quick pass complete to Rudolph on the outside for about a gain of 6. Huskies starting to move quick.
They're starting to speed up the tempo a little bit offensively, trying to keep the Leathernecks off schedule and off balance defensively. Williams
again, this time will barrel through for another first down. Williams getting a little bit more action here in the second quarter.
Burner with a nice tackle, staying with it, defensive end on the opposite side of the field. He tracks him down, but look at this offensive line. Beautiful job down blocking. You see Schernitz getting up to the second level along with J.J. Lippy, John Champ, and the two tackles, the Evans, Malcor and Evan Buss, both from Wisconsin. We've got all 5 starting offensive linemen come from Wisconsin.
All 5 big guys, all from Wisconsin. What are they feeding them up there?
Can you believe it? I don't know. I mean, Barry Alvarez made a career off of massive offensive linemen from Wisconsin. So Thomas Hammock, not only is a good head coach, but he's also was an excellent running back, and he understands. If you want to get the run game going, you want to be successful as an offense, you need some big guys that can move. And he went north to Wisconsin to get these 5 guys.
Well, they also bring a ton of experience with them. 172 games of combined experience between those 5 guys up front, including 114 starts. So not only do they bring the size and the length, they bring the experience with them as well. So 1st and 10. Hampton lined up under center. Hands it off to Brown. Taken down by the Leatherneck defense. About a gain of 4 on the play. KJ Coleman wrapping him up and taking him down.
Nice job by Coleman. Crandall there as well, but that was about an arm tackle, missed arm tackle away from a touchdown for Ontario Brown.
Gain of 5 to the 37-yard line.
Gain of 5 on the play, and they'll take him to the 37. So 2nd and 5. Brown again. Finds a little hole, got the first down and a little more inside the 25-yard line. Ryan Crandall, captain on this team with the tackle.
Touchdown saving tackle, I'd call it. Watch Crandall, the pursuit from behind. And at this point, I think Ontario Brown thinks he's gone. Nobody in front of him. Crandall comes from behind, shuts him down, and beautiful job by Ontario Brown. He is putting in the work behind his offensive line now.
Ryan Crandall, one of the few guys who played in all 11 games for Western Illinois last year. That's 66 tackles, good for 2nd on the team. Gavin Williams up the middle. Nice game for the redshirt senior.
Making the tackle for the Leathernecks, KJ Coleman.
Nice job of that offensive line. Opening a hole that I could run through. Probably pull a hammy before I got to the line of scrimmage, but still there was some space I could run through if I could get there.
You're just a couple years out, right?
I think so.
Just a few.
You're very kind, Kelsey.
2nd and 3. Again, the handoff to Williams, and he'll muscle his way into about the 10-yard line. That'll bring up 1st and goal for the Huskies yet again.
When you see offensive linemen 5, 6, 7 yards downfield on running plays, it means they're doing a good job of doing their job.
First down, presented by FNDO.
This Northern Illinois offense has been rolling here in the 2nd quarter. It started with a touchdown pass to Cam Thompson, and then Trayvon Rudolph with the big 47-yard completion. Well, that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout here in the 2nd quarter, so we'll step aside. Huskies in the red zone looking to add another score to the board.
Jersey Mike's freshly slices it right in front of you, the authentic Jersey way. You can't fake that. And look, you can fake a lot of stuff these days. You can fake my outfit, but you can't fake freshly sliced turkey. You can fake these haunches, but you can't fake freshly sizzled bacon. Nay, you just can't fake a freshly sliced Jersey sub. It's nice to be back in my real body. Number 13, please. Made the authentic Jersey way since 1956. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
And Doug.
Limu, someone needs to customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. Let's fly.
Chief? Doug.
Oh, wow. I thought you were right behind me.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Time is luxury. Who you spend it with, what you spend it doing. Why we spend so much time designing and refining, creating the control and the feel that defines electric performance. To make the time you spend behind the wheel of a Polestar the best time of your day.
Just to brush the flies away.
Book a test drive at polestar.com.
This is Alpha Brain. You want to be the best at whatever you do? Yeah, we thought so. If you've got a lot going on or need to think clearly, we've got an Alpha Brain product that's got your back. Focus where it matters most.
And we're back. The team is looking down the barrel of a 4:55 meeting.
Can they turn it around and make this meeting an email?
Jones is taking the ball and running with it. She's asking Grammarly to write the first draft of an email.
What a play. Grammarly is an AI writing partner that helps you make your point.
She's got a clear shot and it's good.
Bazinga!
It's a slam dunk. The meeting's canceled. They'll go home champions.
Download Grammarly for free.
You're gonna crush this interview. I look amazing. I feel like I can do anything. Wow. I'm hired. Yes, you are. For your job. Whatever you say.
This year at Northern Illinois University as the Huskies up 20-3 over the Western Illinois Leathernecks. Coming up the half, stay with us. We'll talk the 12-team extended playoffs. Kirk Herbstreit will break it all down with us, as well as first half highlights and stats. The Northern Illinois spotted at the 11-yard line, so will be 1st and 10. An opportunity to put more points on the board before halftime for Northern Illinois.
This is a big drive. This is a big couple plays here. First, not 1st and goal, but 1st and 10 from the 11. They really want to come away with the touchdown and extend this lead.
Little push. And Hampton finds his man for the touchdown. That's Keyshawn Pipkin, the sophomore, in the end zone for Northern Illinois, who extends their lead.
Halfway for the touchdown. Ethan Hampton to Keyshawn Pipkin.
Love the play design. They bring Pipkin across the formation. They send motion the other way. They get the defense frozen and moving. And then Pipkin on the shovel pass. They also put Antonio Brown out in the flat, and wherever he goes, he's going to draw attention.
And in Woodle.
The kick is good, and your score is now Huskies.
So the Huskies are up 27-3, and Ryan, they have just been executing their offense so well at a high level here in the second quarter. You can tell Ethan Hampton comfortable with all of his different receivers and running backs and his offensive weapons.
He doesn't look like he's making his first start. He doesn't look like he's backed up Rocky Lombardi for the past last year for sure, but he looks comfortable, he looks composed, and he's got so many offensive weapons around him and that big offensive line in front of him. And that was what Coach Hammock said. We don't need a quarterback. We don't need Ethan Hampton to go win games for us. We need him to be one of 11. Just play your role, and as a collective unit, these 11 guys as an offense, if everybody does their job, they're going to be really, really good this year, and we've seen that this half.
And Thomas Hammock compared him more to like a point guard in basketball. He's a distributor and honestly more of a coach on the field. He's distributing all over to his guys out there. That was a 9-play drive for the Huskies, 68 yards, take up about 5 minutes off the clock for their 3rd straight touchdown here in the second quarter.
It's been very efficient, has Hampton. Short kick.
So the Leathernecks with some work to do, but coming down the sideline for a decent gain. That's Toriano Tate, the DeKalb native, coming and playing back in his hometown this afternoon for Western Illinois.
You and I had a chance to stop at the tailgate where the Tate family and several members of Western Illinois and Northern Illinois were intermingling, and I look like I'm about a minute 48 from taking a nap based on the plate that they made me. They were not taking no for an answer. Mike Newman, the grill master. Tell you what, those are some good ribs, spaghetti on top of the ribs and the wings.
We were eating good pregame.
Yeah.
We had a ton of the Western Illinois parents serving us up as Lamb nearly throws the interception. That was Jacob Finley in coverage. Just missing that pickoff.
You were talking about Mike Newman serving up food, and Nate Lamb almost served up an interception right into Jacob Finley. Good break on the ball.
Injury timeout.
Pretty good job by Christian Anaya to turn into a defender, because you're going to see Finley here, and Anaya breaks it up. Not a good sign. Another Leatherneck offensive lineman down on the field.
And I believe that's Joey Trescia again. We've had a couple injury timeouts so far in this game. He was down earlier too, Joey Trescia, and then he came back up, got back in the game. Tyler Jordan went down in the first quarter, running back for Western Illinois. Haven't seen him since. But for Western Illinois, we had mentioned they have not had a win since October 20th, 2021, but they were playing in the Missouri Valley Conference since 1985. And starting this new era of football, why not join a new conference as well? The Leathernecks joining the Big South OVC. As we see their preseason poll, Western Illinois starting at the bottom at 9. But for head coach Joe Davis, he wanted a clean slate. Why not start a new conference?
Well, you see number 2 there is Eastern Illinois, so it might be a clean slate for Coach Davis to go to Western Illinois, but this is a conference he's familiar with. That's where his last stop was, is Eastern Illinois. And there is a lot of faith. You know, when we talk to the coaches this week, it's a lot of positivity. The reality of the situation is when you have that much turnover, you have 16 new coaches, there's going to be some growing pains. Mix in a new conference, and it really helps, I think. You have a clean slate, a fresh start all the way across the board.
And this team is looking for their first win in 24 games. But this coaching staff saying they're up for the challenge and ready for this opportunity to turn this program back around. They respect the history of this program. They've had 35 NFL draft picks come out of Western Illinois. Lamb will throw it up, and it'll be out of bounds. So pass goes incomplete. That'll bring up third down.
Wise decision to throw the football away. That was Jacob Finley in coverage on Matt Henry. But it was a nice job by Nate Lamb. They ran a stunt up front. Tackle goes outside, creates a window. They loop a defensive end around, and he gets in the face of the quarterback, Nate Lamb, and Lamb makes a good decision, throw the ball away, live to fight another play.
So big third down for Western Illinois. Pressure on Lamb. He'll throw it up. And is it picked off? No, they're marking it incomplete. Nearly 2 interceptions on this drive for Western Illinois. That was Mohamed Jameh in coverage, nearly picking this one off. Excuse me, that was Jacob Finley, number 3. As you see, kind of just bounces in. Not able to hold it.
Well, to your credit, Jay Sean Prophet was there as well. There were 3 Northern Illinois Huskies around that football. If you count Prophet, Finley.
Waving it off for the fair catch is Partridge at the 40-yard line. So again, Northern Illinois is going to get a possession here to finish out this first half.
This is what they want. Not only do they want the opportunity to put more points on the board, but they get to work on their 2-minute offense here. So while it's week 1, they can extend their lead, but also you get an opportunity to work on something that is, you know, you run the 2-minute offense all the time in practice. It's usually a Thursday afternoon type drill. And you put time on the clock, a minute 24, and having to go 60 yards, not bad. Not bad at all. That's plenty of time to work with. They have all 3 timeouts in Coach Hammock's holster.
Well, Ethan Hampton has played calm, cool, and collected all game long. We'll see if he can deliver in this final minute and 20 seconds. Hands it off to Gavin Williams for about a gain of 3 on the play.
Frederick Greenhoward in on this, and that's when I say you have plenty of time, a minute 20. That allows you to run the football because, you know, Western is not expecting them to do that.
Hampton to Grayson Barnes, who stretches and gets the first down. Hampton so far in this game, 12 for 13 in his pass completions. He has 3 touchdowns in the first half alone. He'll use his arm again, and he'll find Barnes again.
Now they'll take their first timeout.
Hampton's pass is completed. Grayson Barnes with the reception.
And Barnes taken down inbounds. He'll stop the clock at 49 seconds. And Northern Illinois will call the timeout. We had mentioned Ethan Hampton spent the last 3 seasons as backup quarterback to Rocky Lombardi, patiently waiting for his opportunity, and he's really taken advantage of it today.
Well, he looks like he's not only ready, prepared for the moment, and he's performing under the lights. In his first start here, he looks outstanding.
There's also Jalen Macon, backup quarterback, who Coach Thomas Hammock told us we will see in this game for at least a drive. So be on the lookout for Jalen Macon. It was basically a quarterback battle between those two and also Josh Holtz for this opening on this Northern Illinois offense. So first and down, 49 seconds left to work with for the Huskies. Play action, Hampton will drop back. He's got a man wide open in the middle of the field at the goal line into the end zone. Trayvon Rudolph, second touchdown of the day.
Trayvon Rudolph got lost by the Western Illinois defense. Look at this crossing route. He's going to come right across your screen, but look how wide open Rudolph is. And with speed to burn, hits that pylon. 2 touches in the first half for Trayvon Rudolph. Perfect pass by Ethan Hampton.
And that is Ethan Hampton's 4th passing touchdown on the afternoon, as this Huskies offense has showed out in the second quarter, a 34-3 lead. They've extended it.
Hampton is 4 touchdowns, passes in the first half. He's trying to get a game ball. Beautiful.
28 unanswered points for this Northern Illinois offense here in the second.
Trayvon Rudolph can roll. If you're in the MAC, you're watching this film and you're saying, we've got some questions to answer when we play this Northern Illinois offense, because they have so many weapons. They're so versatile, Kelsey. They can hit you downfield. They can run the ball. You said it at the top of the program. The question mark was the quarterback. I'll tell you what, I might have some questions, but it's not if Ethan Hampton can play quarterback. This kid is balling this afternoon.
Northern Illinois picked to finish 3rd in the MAC preseason poll, tied for 3rd with Bowling Green. This team's showing early that they can compete, and definitely going to be one of the top teams in the MAC this year.
I was in Bowling Green for their big win on Thursday over Fordham, and they look terrific as well. So if these, and you know, the MAC poll has Toledo and Miami slated ahead of both Northern Illinois and Bowling Green. And from what I saw on Thursday from the Falcons and what I'm looking at right now from the Huskies, I can't wait to see how good Miami and Toledo are, because these two teams can flat out play. They look like the upper echelon of the MAC.
A competitive conference, getting ready for an exciting season here in 2024. It's Toriano Tate for the Leathernecks. Returns the kickoff, and they'll start things off at the 24-yard line. That catch by Rudolph, a 43-yard touchdown, hit a 47-yarder earlier in the second quarter. 4 plays, 60 yards, 44 seconds. How many drives has Northern Illinois had? That's less than a minute. I think it's been 3 so far.
They get after it in a hurry, that's for sure. Good pursuit. The defensive line. Devontae O'Malley coming up with the big chase down from the defensive tackles position.
Tackle in the backfield by the senior O'Malley. He's got a pretty impressive career. 14.5 career sacks in his career, but he also has 18.5 tackles for loss in his career as well.
I think Western Illinois is going to be content to take this one in the half and let Coach Davis address the troops, Kelsey. Right now, it's all going good for Northern Illinois.
The Huskies serving up 28 unanswered points here in the second quarter as they lead Western Illinois at the break, 28-34-3 here at the halftime break.
Bacon. Good morning, everybody. Nothing like the Jersey Mike's morning prep. The sizzling bacon, the slicing of the tomatoes, the popping of the fresh lettuce.
Danny, what are you doing up there?
I've been living up here for months.
Got a package from Mr. DeVito?
Oh, my bacon sniffing horn. Oh, smell that bacon. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, now we're talking. Freshly prepped every morning. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
This is Alpha Brain. You want to be the best at whatever you do? Yeah, we thought so. If you've got a lot going on or need to think clearly, we've got an Alpha Brain product that's got your back. Focus where it matters most.
When we're young, we're told anything is possible. But only a few of us go out and prove it.
Anna Hall is chasing down history.
Witness the greatness of Anna Hall on a connection worthy of gold. Xfinity Mobile. Only Xfinity gives you the most powerful mobile Wi-Fi network with speeds up to a gig in millions of locations. And right now, Xfinity Internet customers can buy one unlimited line and get one free for a year. Get the fastest connection to Paris with Xfinity.
Under our roof, they're free to dream big. Because we're here to help protect those dreams. Bundle life and save up to 25% on home and auto. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Labor Day savings are here. Let's put fall into motion and tackle turning colors, warm up welcomes, and add life to lawns. Fall starts with Labor Day savings at the Home Depot.
Welcome back to this U.S. Open office plan.
Miller just lobbed a message way over Jones's head using some technical jargon.
Let's see if they can use Grammarly to their advantage. Jonesy's using it to make her point in a friendly way. And now Miller's taking a technical doc and asking Grammarly to rewrite it. Let's see if it makes the difference. It's love all, but does Jones feel it?
Yes, they're aligned. Game, set, and match.
Thanks to Grammarly, every word you write helps you reach your goal.
Download Grammarly for free.
You're going to be the handsomest wedding guest.
I look amazing. I feel like I can do anything. I can do anything, I can do anything, I can do anything, I can do anything. Move over her, Dad. Outfit. Job interview. New outfit! Wow, I'm hired. Yes, you are.
Let's golf to celebrate.
Boom!
Excuse me, hot sir. The president would like to marry you.
Nice shorts.
Oh my God, okay. Help, I'm getting married now!
Restoration is more than walls. It's more than paint. It's more than cleaning. That's the thing we'll never forget. For Belfour, it's your memories. It's your life's passion. It's your home. Belfour, restoring more than property.
In DeKalb, it's Northern Illinois with a 4-3 lead over Western Illinois. And the story of this first half has been senior quarterback Ethan Hampton, 229 yards for 4 passing touchdowns to lead this Husky offense to a 31-point advantage. Well, stay with us at halftime as we talk about this new 12-team college football playoffs. We'll have that and more coming up after this.
Mom, Dad, the new school year is a chance to show off what I'm into. You know how I love dinos, how I talk about dinos all the time? Like at all 3 meals, in the car, through the bathroom door, blah, 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 dinos, dinos, dinos. Well, I've evolved, and it's all about sharks now. So for back to school, let's just focus on sharks and only sharks, and if it's not sharks, it's not for me.
This season, ESPN Plus has hundreds of games across 20 conferences. That's more action, more touchdowns, more college football.
Yeah, that's how I get by.
Streaming now.
Welcome to the best seat in your house. Your players, your teams, your ball game. All season long. Welcome to Major League Baseball on ESPN Plus. Sign up now.
This time I use tall. My use they use tall. And it's in! Historic goal! I love this game. It's so hard. The one you never ever knew about. I'm on the next level now. Run! What a strike!
It's so on.
ESPN Plus brings you magic.
Lamine Yamal ignites the game.
World-class soccer all in one place. ESPN Plus, for the love of soccer.
Let's hear it for the biggest stage of all, a kaleidoscope of experiences. If you're looking for that soul, that unbreakable spirit, you've come to the right place. The U.S. Open, August 26th through September 8th on ESPN.
This time I used help.
And it's in! Historic goal! Shoots and scores! Left-footed goal!
From DeKalb in our Week 1 matchup between Western Illinois and Northern Illinois. Well, this season, college football enters the 12-team playoff era. Kirk Herbstreit explains how the 12 teams will be determined.
The 12-team college football playoff is here. So let's dig into how the teams can punch their playoff tickets. The 12-team college football playoff will feature the 5 highest-ranked conference champions, plus the next 7 highest-ranked teams as determined by the CFP selection committee. The 4 highest-ranked conference champions will be seeded 1 through 4 and receive first-round byes, with the 5th highest-ranked conference champion being seeded where it was ranked or at number 12 if its final ranking lands outside of the top 12. So that's who gets in, which brings us to where and when the games will be played. The 8 teams seeded 5 through 12 will play in the first round starting on December 20th, with the teams seeded 5 through 8 hosting a home game, meaning the pageantry of on-campus college football is coming to the playoff for the first time. Man, that is going to be incredible. From there, the playoff will play out as dictated by the bracket, with no reseeding between rounds. The quarterfinals and semifinals will be played at traditional New Year's Six bowl game locations, followed by the national championship game in Atlanta, where our first 12-team college football playoff national champion will be crowned on January 20th, only on ESPN.
The first playoff rankings will be revealed on November 5th. And Ryan, just taking a look at this new format. 1, what do you like about it? And 2, how's it going to affect schools like NIU and other MAC schools?
Well, I'm a big fan of more football, so that stands out right away. For the MAC, it's a big opportunity. But how do you get into the playoff if you're a team from the MAC? I think you have to hold serve throughout league play, and you have to knock off a big out-of-conference opponent. And, of course, for Northern Illinois today, you have to win the non-conference games against the teams you're supposed to beat.
Definitely some exciting stuff happening this year. Halftime break continues when we come back. Second half action right here from DeKalb.
Okay, Odell, let's get this workout in.
Not today?
Not today.
Not today.
Right, Odell, when he's on the field, he's a game changer.
Not today.
Speaking of which, I was looking at the contracts.
Hey, not today.
Not today, guys.
Nah, not today.
Not today.
Not today, huh?
Mom, Dad, the new school year is a chance to show off what I'm into. You know how I love dinos? How I talk about dinos all the time? Like at all 3 meals, in the car, through the bathroom door, blah, 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 dinos, dinos, dinos. Well, I've evolved. and it's all about sharks now. So for back to school, let's just focus on sharks and only sharks. And if it's not sharks, it's not for me.
When you're the leader in disaster cleanup and restoration, how do you make like it never even happened happen? Let it rain, Randy! Woo! Yes! By being prepared for anything! Woo! Whatever comes your way, there's a pro for that.
Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
At Car in Chicago, we build more than electrical infrastructure, we build the future. Together, IBEW Local 134 and the Electrical Contractors Association have the expertise essential for the energy transformation ahead. Our trained, qualified, diverse workforce knows electricity. Whether a data center, small business, or solar array, we have the skills to meet Chicagoland's climate goals. Partner with Car in Chicago and build better construction, better careers, and better communities for generations to come.
The world's largest sports book in Las Vegas is now right at your fingertips here in Illinois. Hi, I'm Derek Stevens. I'm a lifelong sports bettor, and I'm the owner of Circus Sports. We're excited about launching our Circus Sports app in Illinois. It's sports betting the way it should be, with high betting limits, tight money line splits, exceptional customer service, and more. Download your new bookie today at circusports.com. Start betting like a pro from anywhere in Illinois.
Our biggest challenge? Uncertainty. Hidden fees, surcharges, who knows what to expect.
Turn shipping to your advantage.
Keep it simple with clear upfront pricing.
With USPS Ground Advantage.
The U.S. Open, August 26th through September 8th on ESPN.
It's so on. It's a 34-3 lead for Northern Illinois here at the halftime break in DeKalb, Illinois. And the story of this first half has been this Husky offense led by senior quarterback Ethan Hampton. He has dished out 4 passing touchdowns here in the first half, Ryan.
Well, if there were any questions about the quarterback situation at Northern Illinois, they've been answered in one half of football. It helps when you got a guy like Ontario Brown with the burst and the explosiveness. Here's Hampton just throwing a dime to Dane Partridge, getting them on the board. But I thought Ethan Hampton has been terrific. He also has some very skilled players around him. So good wide receivers who run good routes and get open, they make a quarterback look real good. And that's exactly how I would describe Ethan Hampton through one half of play. Very good.
As you see Trayvon Rudolph there, he had 2 touchdowns in this first half as well. As you see Keyshawn Pipkin running it into the end zone. Ethan Hampton using a lot of those offensive weapons that we talked about at the beginning of this game. But let's go ahead and take a look at the first half stats in this one. Western Illinois was able to put a field goal on the board for 3 points. But look at those yards from Northern Illinois. 152 on the ground, 229 in the air.
What I think is most impressive, Northern Illinois scored 34 points. They only had 2 third down plays. How does that happen? That means they're winning on first and second down, and they're doing very well at it.
That time of possession at the bottom of your screen for this offense, 12:34. Man, they've been efficient.
Yeah, well, they score before you even know what's happening. You got to watch, keep your eyes on this Husky offense. They're explosive in every sense of the word.
They're rolling, and they're looking for second half action. When we come back, third quarter here in DeKalb on ESPN.
Okay, Odell, let's get this workout in.
Not today?
Not today.
Not today.
Odell, when he's on the field, he's a game changer.
Not today. Speaking of which, I was looking at the contracts.
Not today.
Not today, guys.
Nah, not today.
Not today.
Not today, huh?
Feel the groove in the all-new Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
Mom, Dad, the new school year is a chance to show off what I'm into. You know how I love dinos, how I talk about dinos all the time? Like at all 3 meals, in the car, through the bathroom door, blah, 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 dinos, dinos, dinos. Well, I've evolved, and it's all about sharks now. So for back to school, let's just focus on sharks and only sharks, and if it's not sharks, it's not for me.
When you're the leader in disaster cleanup and restoration, how do you make like it never even happened happen? Fire it up, Randy! By being prepared for anything! Whatever comes your way, there's a pro for that.
Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
Our biggest challenge? Uncertainty. Hidden fees, surcharges, who knows what to expect.
Turn shipping to your advantage.
Keep it simple with clear upfront pricing.
With USPS Ground Advantage.
At Par in Chicago, we build more than electrical infrastructure, we build the future. Together, IBW Local 134 and the Electrical Contractors Association have the expertise essential for the energy transformation ahead. Our trained, qualified, diverse workforce knows electricity. Whether a data center, small business, or solar array, we have the skills to meet Chicagoland's climate goals. Partner with Par in Chicago and build better construction, better careers, and better communities for generations to come.
The world's largest sports book in Las Vegas is now right at your fingertips in Illinois. It's sports betting the way it should be, with high betting limits, tight money line splits. Start betting like a pro from anywhere in Illinois.
At Par in Chicago, we build more than electrical infrastructure, we build the future. Our trained, qualified, diverse workforce knows electricity. Partner with Par in Chicago and build better construction, better careers, and better communities for generations to come.
The U.S. Open, August 26th through September 8th on ESPN.
Action gearing up here in DeKalb, Illinois. It's Northern Illinois with the 34-3 lead over Western Illinois. Kelsey Casper, analyst Ryan Kavanaugh. We're actually joined by a third member here in the group, a special guest, Northern Illinois Athletic Director Sean Fraser, entering his 12th season here in DeKalb. Sean, thank you so much for joining us here in the booth.
No, there's no question. Thanks a lot. Thanks for being here. Fantastic day. You need to come back. This is the type of days we're going to have here. I want you here all the time.
We were just talking about the weather. Beautiful day out here in DeKalb. You know, the fall semester is just starting. Everyone is back on campus. And what a first half for this football team. What were your impressions and takeaway from the first scenes of this group?
Well, you know what? The fellas have really answered. You know, we started off a little slow. Especially on defense. And then you saw things click. And that's what it's all about. We've got about 30, 35 seniors. We got about 16 starters returning. Yeah, this is what we thought coming out of training camp.
Thomas Hammock entering his 6th season, leading this group and leading his alma mater. How key has it been for your program to have a man like him leading this group?
You know, I can't say enough about Coach Hammock. We met together at University of Wisconsin, and I remember when I took the job, he says, you know what, don't jack my alma mater up. You know, I want, that's my dream job, and I remember that, so we were able to steal him from Baltimore. And
joining us here in the booth.
No, there's no question. Thanks a lot. Thanks for being here. Fantastic day. You need to come back. This is the type of days we're going to have here. I want you here all the time.
We were just talking about the weather. Beautiful day out here in DeKalb. You know, the fall semester is just starting. Everyone is back on campus. And what a first half for this football team. What were your impressions and takeaway from the first scenes of this group?
Well, you know what? The fellas have really answered. You know, we started off a little slow. Especially on defense. And then you saw things click. And that's what it's all about. We've got about 30, 35 seniors. We've got about 16 starters returning. Yeah, this is what we thought coming out of training camp.
Thomas Hammock entering his 6th season, leading this group and leading his alma mater. How key has it been for your program to have a man like him leading this group?
You know, I can't say enough about Coach Hammock. We met together at University of Wisconsin, and I remember when I took the job, he says, you know, don't jack my alma mater up. You know, I want, you know, that's my dream job, and I remember that, so we were able to steal him from Baltimore, and he's done a hell of a job so far.
Sean, Coach Hammock this week had a lot of juice. He was almost more excited than I've seen him in the past. Is that optimism? Is that something that's just matriculating through the campus here?
Yeah, you know, he's a ball of energy. He loves this place. You know, he's a Coach Novak product. You know, we do things the hard way. He gets it, but this is his university. He named his son after a dorm here on our campus. They've got blood in the bricks. Coach Hammock is that guy.
That's a great story. I didn't know that.
Embodies the hard way here at Northern Illinois as we're getting ready to kick things off. Northern Illinois will start with the ball here in the second half as they're getting ready to roll here. And the offense, though, Ethan Hampton, what are your thoughts on this quarterback?
You know, Ethan has been in our system for a while. You know, he's a winner. He's a local product as well. This doesn't surprise me. You know, his execution right now, this is his time. And he's making the most of his time. And I just love his energy because he understands that the torch has been, you know, passed to him, and he's executing, which is great.
All right, let's go ahead and look in on this second half action. Sean Frazier is going to stay up with us here on the call and just talk a little bit about the difference in the college football landscape coming into this. I know you mentioned the amount of seniors on this group and the amount of guys who have stuck their entire career here at NIU. In this day and age with the transfer portal, how impressive is it for a team to return that many guys and have that many seniors on their team?
Well, it's not. Right now, with the transfer portal, we're seeing the complete opposite. So for us, though, it's about culture. It's about team culture. Coach Hammock has done a great job with establishing that. The kids that are here want to be at NIU and they want to execute, and Coach Hammock and the staff have done a fantastic job. So, yeah, and kudos to him and to these young men who could have played a lot of other places, but they decided to stay here and win a championship.
A touchback. Sean, you mentioned the transfer portal, and there's a lot of different things changing in the NCAA. It's obviously trickling down to the football programs as well as others. What challenges does that present to an athletic director to try to keep pace with the rapidly changing landscape?
Yeah, I'll try to give you a little Reader's Digest version, but yeah, it's hard. It's hard now. You know, NIL's changed the game. You know, it's a bit of a pay-for-play type situation, but you know what? It's about rising to the occasion. You know, we embrace name, image, and likeness. I always say that we're in the name, image, likeness business. Our players understand that. But the culture is what really strikes me. You know, the kids want to be here. They want to do what they need to do. And more importantly, they want to play for NIU for all the right reasons without compromising standards, which is a big piece of our program.
Yeah, I think you said it best, culture. And, you know, I was a football guy, and there's so many people on the team, and it's a unique sport because 11 have to be in concert on both sides of the ball. And if you don't have a strong locker room, your performance on the field isn't going to cut it. I think, especially in football, but other sports as well, developing culture seems to be different when you have so many moving pieces, players coming in and out.
No, there's no question about it. And right now, with the transfer portal, you know, if you don't do your due diligence on making sure that you review the type of individual you're bringing into your locker room or your team, it could blow things up. And that's why I have to give kudos to Coach Hammock, because he's done that, and he's been very, very selective on who he adds to our locker room. So that's why the number of seniors, that's why you see the people who have stayed, you know, they've been on the market. People have contacted them clandestinely, things like that. But the kids know what they get here at NIU and what they get with Coach Hammock. So, yeah, he's got the secret sauce. I don't want to give away too much, but I'll just say he's done a great job with our young men.
Well, he's a tremendous leader. What I like most about him, you said, he's DeKalb through and through. Oh, yeah. I mean, he absolutely loves this city. And this community and this school. You know, one thing I would say, I had a Bowling Green game on Thursday, and C.J. Brown was there, and I said, you know, I understand the portal and we're changing it, but what do you think about a proposal where you can't transfer in conference?
Oh, you know what? I would be for that because I'd be up front. Basketball, football, we got a lot of guys playing against us in the league. But you know what? I'm for the student athlete. If they don't want to be here, we don't want them here. We want them to excel academically and athletically. And they want to go someplace in the conference. We have a great conference. They want to go someplace else. They should have the ability to do that. But what that does is make the coaches even more on top of it as far as the type of individuals they want to replace them in their on the team.
It's changed recruiting. Not only are you recruiting from the high schools, and you're recruiting, looking at other
Hey guys,
wide open.
Stop you right here. Look at Ethan Hampton.
Grayson Barnes, there we go. God bless. Go Huskies. You know, I'm going to stay right here because if we're going to score a touchdown when I'm talking to y'all, this is the safest place for me so my wife doesn't have to deal with me in the suite.
We got 80s Sean Frazier with the touchdown call. Hampton to Grayson Barnes in the end zone. 80 bringing some good luck to his Huskies.
I tell you what, he's another one. That's another example of somebody who's come into our program and has just done a great job. He came from a JUCO. Grayson's top shelf. He leads by example. He's going to be a great pro. You know, he's the kind of kid you want on your roster. There's no question about it.
Grayson Barnes, the senior out of Rockland, California, starting this second half with a touchdown. Well, Sean Frazier, thanks so much for joining us. We're going to stick around with you, though. We'll come back right after this.
Bacon. Good morning, everybody. Nothing like the Jersey Mike's morning prep. The sizzling bacon, the slicing of the tomatoes, the bopping of the fresh lettuce.
Danny, what are you doing up there?
I've been living up here for months.
Got a package from Mr. DeVito?
Oh, my bacon sniffing horn. Oh, smell that bacon. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, now we're talking. Freshly prepped every morning. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
Welcome back to this U.S. Open office plan.
Miller just lobbed a message way over Jones's head using some technical jargon.
Let's see if they can use Grammarly to their advantage. Jonesy's using it to make her point in a friendly way. And now Miller's taking a technical doc and asking Grammarly to rewrite it. Let's see if it makes the difference. It's love all, but does Jones feel it?
Yes. They're aligned. Game, set, and match.
Thanks to Grammarly, every word you write helps you reach your goal.
Download Grammarly for free.
When we're young, we're told anything is possible, but only a few of us go out and prove it.
Anna Hall is chasing down history.
Witness the greatness of Anna Hall on a connection worthy of gold. Xfinity Mobile. Only Xfinity gives you the most powerful mobile Wi-Fi network with speeds up to a gig in millions of locations. And right now, Xfinity Internet customers can buy one unlimited line and get one free for a year. Get the fastest connection to Paris with Xfinity.
Labor Day savings are here. Let's put fall into motion, tackle turning colors, warm up welcomes, and add life to lawns. Fall starts with Labor Day savings at the Home Depot.
Building your own American Family Insurance roof line?
Yeah, life's better when you're protected under American Family's roof.
That's not how it works. See, that's how it works.
Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
To pile it on here in week one at their season opener. And let's go ahead and take a look at this last touchdown. Grayson Barnes, the tight end, in the end zone.
A lot of window dressing. You got some motions going. You're looking right. Ethan Hampton knew where he was going the whole time. It's Grayson Barnes. How about fifth touchdown of the afternoon for Ethan Hampton? If I was me, I'd probably just retire right here. I'd just hang it up. Go out on top.
No, you know what? This is like I said before. You know, this is his time. He's been in our system, you know, going three and a half, 4 years now. He knows what we need to get done, and now he's executing. God bless him. Fantastic.
5 touchdowns.
Good kid. He's a great kid. Local product. Smart as you know what. And you know what? A good human. A good human. I don't deal with anything off campus or anything. He's a leader. He execute. Just good people. Good people.
Yeah, well, that's what you want in the locker room. That's what you want in the huddle if you're an offensive unit. And I know Thomas Hammock, that's exactly who he wants leading his football team.
That's him right there. Yeah, he wants a leader, and he wants to execute. No question about it.
5 touchdowns is a career high for Hampton. That was 3 plays, 75 yards. Took the Huskies a minute and 32 seconds to get downfield and score here in the second half as Toriano Tate will return it to about the 30-yard line, and that's where Western Illinois will set up shop. The Leathernecks, despite seeing some offensive movement early from them, struggled in that first half to finish their drives and find the end zone.
Yeah, well, I think, first of all, they came out and they swung back at Northern Illinois. They looked really good offensively, and then the screws got tightened a little bit for the Northern Illinois defense. Tell me, pick out a couple players. You're a football guy. A couple guys on this defense that you like for your Huskies.
Number 8, O'Malley, our 3-technique defensive lineman. He really is a passionate player. He's done a great job for us. And then Jaden Dolphin, number 26, our linebacker. We're talking about guys that have been here before, have rings. Everyone has a ring from a MAC championship, but what they've done is that the leadership there, they don't get too high, they don't get too low, win on D, count on me mentality, and it's about making sure they can execute at a high level. So those two guys are just one of many on that unit that, quite frankly, that can execute at a high level.
And play is now actually paused right now because we have a referee down on the play at about the 30-yard line. I didn't see what happened on the play, but a referee is down, and they're bringing out the cart. Looks to be an ankle injury down on the sidelines.
It's Tangela.
It's rough out there.
And earlier, I got to go down to the field. We both got to meet some of the referees in today's game. We have 3 women on staff today officiating this game. We had the honor of meeting them. How important is that to see that representation here?
I absolutely love it. We talk about having, and a great photo, by the way, having representation, especially for women that have paid their dues. And to have that in the MAC and to be able to do that, white hat, as we go through the process, is fantastic. So I'm really excited about that as an AD watching the process. But, yeah, that's good stuff. I hope that our ref is okay.
Yeah, it looks like she's actually being taken off the field.
Yeah, they're bringing the cart out. And this photo, they kicked me out of it, Sean. Can you believe that?
I didn't see you there.
They kicked me out.
It's a good photo, so I don't know what that has to...
No, I think that has everything to do with it.
That was a great opportunity to meet with them. I had an opportunity to talk with them and just share their experience about being a woman in this field. And they were telling me they even have a little group chat that they have to share their experiences and just know what games that they're on and just giving tips and advice to everyone. And I got to meet them, take a picture, and I said I got to share a similar experience. Before this game today, I got to communicate with some other amazing female broadcasters, get their advice on how they do this in the process and just showing more female representation in this game.
Well, you know what? We lead, the MAC leads in diversity for both ethnic racial minorities as well as women athletic directors. And we also, here at NIU, have the only woman president in the MAC, Lisa Freeman. So, yeah, we do the right thing and we lead by example. So these are good things, really good things.
And you start to hear the crowd give a little applause as this referee actually will be taken off in a cart. So hopefully nothing serious. But as we've had NIU Athletic Director Sean Frazier with us for the beginning of this third quarter, Sean entering his 12th season here in DeKalb. And we talked a lot about the excitement of this team under Thomas Hammock. We've talked about the transfer portal, everything like that. But there's also some new changes coming to college football. There's a 12-team expansion, and then there are also differences in the MAC alone. Divisions are gone, now entering pods. How does that shake this up for you guys?
Yeah, you know what? That was a bit controversial, but a lot of people are doing that. We want our best 2 teams playing for a MAC title for that 12th seed in the college football playoff. So we made that decision. I totally support that. I think that's going to put us in a situation where we're going to have a shot where the best 2 teams are playing for a MAC championship that has access to that 12th seed in the college football playoff. So I'm very supportive of that.
Sean, with the changing climate of college sports football and conferences closing, what does it say about the MAC that they're adding UMass, and instead of losing teams, they're actually adding teams.
Well, at the end of the day, we have the most consistent, as far as stable conference in the country from an FBS standpoint. And I think adding UMass was easy because they're academic, they're athletic history, another market. I'm an East Coast product, so understanding the ability to be able to recruit from that area, that helps us tremendously as we kind of move forward. So I'm excited about it, and there's a lot of folks knocking on the door. We just have to see if that's the right fit for us as we kind of move forward to the future.
You know what I'm impressed about is the first thing you said about UMass is they're academically where they're supposed to be. And, it's athletic director, but you put the academic piece of being a student athlete on the front porch here at Northern Illinois.
Yeah, it's what it is. We have a GPA overall, 3.4 overall with all of our sports. It's the highest it's ever been in the history of our athletic department, and we pride ourselves academically and athletically to be able to move forward. So UMass fits in. They're R1. They are an outstanding academic institution, and they are really good athletics on top of it. So they have the balance in their region, quite frankly, we can recruit from. So I'm excited to see what they can do. They're coming to our place, so we're going to see them football-wise here. But, yeah, we're excited about them being a part of the match.
It's third down situation here for Western Illinois. Cam Smith started this drive with the first down, but right here we got a 3rd and 8 for Western Illinois. Lamb will drop back across the middle of the field. That one's going to go incomplete. Nice defensive play.
That's that linebacker I was just talking about. So that's exactly what I like to see. Yesteryear at the University of Alabama, when I had knees and I can move, I can resonate of what these young men are doing.
Yeah. Listen, you might have some knees and you can't move, but I think I'm going to take the second half off. You're taking my job from me, Sean.
No, we really appreciate our relationship with ESPN, and just you guys do a fantastic job. Thank you so much for being here and bringing this weather and bringing the professionalism on a day in and day out. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Well, as this punt goes away, NIU will take over. The fair catch is called, and we're going to say farewell to Sean Frazier. Sean, thanks for coming up here. You brought your Huskies some good luck. You had a touchdown call and everything, so we appreciate your time. When we come back, Huskies will have the ball and will continue the third quarter action.
Bacon. Good morning, everybody. Nothing like the Jersey Mike's morning prep. The sizzling bacon, the slicing of the tomatoes, the bopping of the fresh lettuce.
Danny, what are you doing up there?
I've been living up here for months.
Got a package from Mr. DeVito?
Oh, my bacon sniffing horn. Oh, smell that bacon. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, now we're talking. Freshly prepped every morning. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
And we're back. The team is looking down the barrel of a 4:55 meeting.
Can they turn it around and make this meeting an email?
Jones is taking the ball and running with it. She's asking Grammarly to write the first draft of an email.
What a play. Grammarly is an AI writing partner that helps you make your point.
She's got a clear shot and it's good.
Bazinga!
It's a slam dunk. The meeting's canceled. They'll go home champions.
Download Grammarly for free.
This is Alpha Brain. You want to be the best at whatever you do? Yeah, we thought so. If you've got a lot going on or need to think clearly, we've got an Alpha Brain product that's got your back. Focus where it matters most.
Your record label is taking off, but so is your sound engineer. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Indeed Instant Match instantly delivers quality candidates matching your job description.
Labor Day savings are here. Let's put fall into motion, tackle turning colors, warm up welcomes, and add life to lawns. Fall starts with Labor Day savings at the Home Depot.
You're going to be the handsomest wedding guest.
I look amazing. I feel like I can do anything. Move over her, Dad. Outfit.
Can he do that? Of course he can. Look at his outfit.
Third quarter action continues here in DeKalb on week 1. The Huskies showing up offensively with the 41-3 lead over Western Illinois. Kelsey Casper alongside Ryan Kavanaugh here in the box. We just got wrapped up with our nice conversation and interview with Northern Illinois Athletic Director Sean Frazier. And Ryan, I thought Sean was great. He even called a touchdown pass, gave us some great insight, not only on this NIU football program, but also just the atmosphere around the entire conference and landscape of college football.
Yeah, excellent conversation with Sean Frazier, and you could tell he shares the excitement that Coach Hammock and everybody else, frankly, here in DeKalb has. It's a different level of positivity right now because of what Coach Thomas Hammock says is maybe the best team he's ever coached. Bad news for the rest of the MAC.
Yeah, he told us in his pregame conversation that this team has the potential to be the best team he has ever coached. He's going to have to wait and see how the season folds out, or at least the first couple of games, and able to confirm that. But what we've seen so far in this game through the first 2 quarters, I mean, his offense is set. And defensively, they've held this team to 3 points so far.
A nice tackle there from Noah Epley. Epley and Diego Neary, 2 of the linebackers for Western Illinois that they're planning on leaning on for production this year.
Ethan Hampton still in quarterback. We're waiting to see Jalen Macon, the backup quarterback, at some point in this game. Hampton uses his arm, connects with Dean Partridge, just short of the line of game.
Nice pitch and catch. Really good job getting it out to Partridge. It was Lynch.
Actually, Lynch, yes. Justin Lynch in the game.
Lynch. We were waiting to see him. He's the Swiss Army knife. And now we saw him, and he's heading back to the sidelines. But Lynch, the transfer from Temple, he can play quarterback, he can play wide receiver, he can play running back, he can play tight end, he can drive the bus to the game, he can do all those things. That's Justin Lynch.
Put him on anything, he can do it. So big 3rd and 1 here. Hampton will hand it off to Williams, who muscles his way past for a first down and more. But a little bit more on Justin Lynch, the redshirt junior. You mentioned he had transferred from Temple, was a quarterback there his freshman year. But a special story on Justin, his older brother Jordan was actually a former All-American here at NIU and was a Heisman finalist. Really important part of this Huskies history. He's now the head coach at Mount Carmel here, a high school in the area. So he's got some legacy in his blood here at Northern Illinois. 1st and 10. Williams will take it for about a gain of 2 on the play.
Gain of 3 yards on the play.
You see Gavin Williams starting to get a little bit more time. Haven't seen Antonio Brown a lot in this second half, but if you have Gavin Williams as your quote-unquote backup running back, I think you're pretty set with your 1-2 in the backfield.
Yeah, this is a solid running back room. We got Jalen Poe as well, who we've yet to see. This is Williams again.
And he'll take it just shy of the first down marker. Set up another 3rd and 1 for this Husky offense. Ethan Hampton, who's used his arm majority of this game, going with the run game a little bit more in the 3rd quarter.
Well, right now, the most important thing for Coach Hammock is to see that 8:25 continue to tick away. He wants to work this clock down, and you see right now, very tight bunch formation with Brock Lampy.
The fullback gets the handoff, and just barely, it looks like it's past the line of gain for the first down. Yep, there's the signal from the white hat. Another first down for Northern Illinois.
The fullbacks become a bit of a lost art in football. You don't see it very often. And, you know, as an offense, when you have a fullback like Brock Lampy, he's 6'1", 252, big shock here, also from Wisconsin. But when you ask him to lead block and pave the way for the running backs like Brown and Williams, you got to give him a little sugar. You can just give him 1 or 2 carries a game, and then like, okay, I'll go back to blocking. But 3rd and short, give it to Brock Lampy. and he uses that 252 pounds to push across the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, true fullback. Coach described him as a weapon, really good with his hands, but also a lot of Ontario Brown's yards come from the blocks from Brock Lampy, the fullback, senior, like you mentioned, out of Kenosha, Wisconsin, but we look to be in a little bit of an injury timeout here. That's going to be Trey Henry down in the field as we go ahead and look at the upcoming schedule for Northern Illinois. We saw this earlier. They got a tough game next week at Notre Dame. First time in school history going up against the Fighting Irish. Just 159 miles away. The distance between those two, it's actually closer than any other MAC school that they play. So going up against Notre Dame next week, we'll face Buffalo the following, North Carolina State, and then as we mentioned earlier, taking on UMass on October 5th, the new 2025 addition to the MAC. Getting a little taste of something they'll see a lot in the future.
What I like about this schedule for Northern Illinois is after that tough road game at Notre Dame, they get a break, they get a bye week before they begin MAC play against Buffalo. And here you see what the benefits are from UMass. Joining the MAC, of course, increased exposure, and it's good for the MAC. You know, they're broadening their footprint as well. Trayvon Rudolph getting busy again.
Nice gain. Rudolph making a man miss, breaking a tackle, and cutting back inside. Looks like there's a flag on the play, though. It's going to be holding.
Number 80, 10 yards from the spot of the foul, first down.
That's going to be a holding call on the tight end, Jake Applegate. That'll bring the Husky offense back a little bit.
You know, Applegate was on the sidelines out in space, and, you know, you can't hide. When you're a tight end, you can hold a little bit when you're in the trenches next to these guys here, the offensive linemen, but when you're out in space, it's just you and the defenders. So when you hold, generally, that side judge is going to be right there to see it happen.
So the ball's set at the 36-yard line, 1st and 12 for Northern Illinois. Handoff. Only about a gain of 3. That's going to be Jalen Poe, what we talked about, another backup running back getting action. The redshirt freshman out of Dallas, Georgia with the carry.
Brian Bruce from Chicago in on the tackle.
Brian Bruce, another one of those players who played in all 11 games last season, had 10 tackles on the year, as Hampton uses his arm. And there's space ahead, knocked out of bounds past the 40-yard line. That's Cam Thompson. Already had a touchdown catch today, had some extra yards there.
Beautiful job by Cam Thomas. They just have him outnumbered, Kelsey. Football is a game of numbers, and you see a nice block. You put 3 defenders or 2 defenders out there with 3 receivers. Numbers advantage, and that's a quick get it to him now on that now route.
Fakes the handoff, a pass goes incomplete. Intended downfield to Partridge.
Intended 14, Partridge.
Partridge started this game off with a touchdown. The redshirt sophomore out of DeKalb, Illinois, played in his hometown. A 5'11" receiver. He's also the returner on this team. Coach said he runs great routes. He's really shifty, but most impressed with the body control that he brings to the field. So 2nd and 10, Hampton lined up under center. Partridge in motion. Gets the handoff, and he's past the 30, inside the 25. That's good enough for a first down.
Even now, as they try to run the clock and build on this lead, substantial lead that Northern Illinois has, they're still opening up the playbook, showing a lot of different looks, different formations, personnel, and plays. This time getting Partridge on the jet sweep, getting him out on the edge. And at this point, everything is working for Northern Illinois, and a big part of it is some of those guys you just saw, the big linemen up front. They've been outstanding this afternoon.
We talked about that offensive line, 172 games of experience combined between those front 5 as Jalen Poe takes this one. Muscles his way into that defensive line for about a gain of 5 yards.
Offensive line doing a great job of reestablishing the line of scrimmage. So what I mean is on the snap, they're getting a push, and now running backs like Poe are 2-3 yards past the line of scrimmage before anybody's even touching them. That's because the offensive line is moving the Western Illinois defensive linemen off the ball.
2nd and 5 for the Huskies. Poe again using his feet, trying to get that one to about the 5-yard line. He gets stopped at about the 7. So the freshman getting a lot more experience and carries in this game.
Beautiful job of J.J. Lippy, number 79, pulling from the left to the right, filling the hole. Got a nice block on Noah Epley.
Hey, you got J.J. Leppy, a redshirt senior. Schernitz, the center, a redshirt senior. John Champ, they call him Steady Eddie. So consistent. He has 45 career games played here. As Poe again gets the carry, takes it to the outside, and his first touchdown as a Husky. 7-yard touchdown carry, and the Huskies pile it on. A little bit more here in the 3rd.
That was a lunchbox drive led by this offensive line, and it's very fitting that the offensive line steps up, collapses the right side of the defensive front to cap off that drive with a rushing touchdown from Jalen Poe. Everything working right now for Northern Illinois.
That one actually tipped and blocked, caught by Western Illinois. That's number 33, Frederick Greenhauer, up the sideline, past midfield. Western Illinois looking for their first touchdown. Are they going to get it? And Greenhauer back in the end zone. But it looks like everyone kind of stopped playing. I'm looking for a flag on the field. Let's take a look at this one again.
I actually thought there was a hold up the right sideline late.
The extra point attempt is blocked.
Watch here at the tail end, Kelsey. There's a bit of a grab and a tackle. Well, that was it. You just kind of saw it coming through. What an effort. Nice play.
Frederick Greenhauer. Greenhauer, the senior linebacker out of Luther, Oklahoma. So there was a flag on the field. Let's see what it is.
Sideline on the stairs, Western Illinois. 15 yards will be added to the kickoff. The touchdown is good.
So it is a touchdown for Western Illinois. Their first touchdown of the game. Northern Illinois still up 47-6.
With physics-based tackling, every hit hits different.
Come on, we gotta go. On September 20th, witness the origin of the Transformers.
I can't wait to learn everything about you and then tell you everything about me.
I'm gonna need you to talk less.
Optimus Prime.
Roll out.
Megatron. Alita. Bumblebee.
I have knife hands.
And Steve. Steve?
Yeah, he's for it. Oh, Steve! No!
Transformers 1. Only in theaters September 20th.
CRM cereal is the solution your business needs to win like a champion. It's toasty and crunchy.
Hang on. What about user adoption?
It's crunchy.
What about compatibility?
Well, it's toasty.
But can it port my existing database?
Let's ask CRM Panda.
CRM Panda. This commercial's not telling me anything.
Dancing pandas don't sell CRM. Ads on LinkedIn do. With 70 million decision makers, LinkedIn is the place to be to be.
It's lined up now.
Yep.
Not today.
Not today, huh?
The U.S. Open, August 26th through September 8th on ESPN.
It's so on. Stadium, a little bit of an interesting finish to the last drive. Western Illinois blocked the PAT and returned it back to their own end zone. There was a penalty on the play. This was the touchdown that happened. Jalen Poe, the redshirt freshman, running it into the end zone. And then here is the play. The PAT is going to get blocked, and then it goes into the hands of Frederick Greenhoward. As you see, we'll take it to the right sideline, but...
Yeah, I'm sorry. As of 1988, that's when the NCAA put in the defensive two-point conversion. So on a play like that, if you return it, it's 2 points, and that's why it's the bottom of the 7th inning, and Western Illinois now has 5. Very difficult number to get in football.
Still looking for that first touchdown, but they find the end zone after the defensive two-point conversion. It's a little interesting because Greenhoward was running back, and it seemed like everyone started to give up on the play because there was a penalty flag, but regardless, Western Illinois gets some much-needed points on the board. It's 47-5 here, and they will start with the ball.
Toriano Tate. With the kickoff. He's been a busy man.
Toriano Tate, the return man all day for Western Illinois. He's also a member of the track team here at Western Illinois. He's a long jumper. Plays 2 sports at the collegiate level. That's difficult to do.
Yeah, that's impressive. And he can go. Toriano Tate can run. Playing in his hometown of DeKalb.
You see Nate Lamb launching this one downfield, and they're going to call it pass complete. Nice catch bringing that one in. The receiver, Damari Davis, with the catch.
What a play by Davis. It actually turns into a bit of a back shoulder throw.
So 1st and 10, Western Illinois again. Lamb going up in the air. That's tipped off and goes incomplete. Tristan Duncan was looking for a flag on that play.
Pretty good coverage. There's a little, back and forth going on here, but the ball ultimately punched away. And that was Ethan Tierney on the coverage.
Redshirt freshman, another DeKalb native. Getting the tip on that ball. 2nd and 10, Western Illinois. You can see the Leathernecks trying to dial up some offense here late in this game. Lamb, for the 3rd straight play, uses his arm. This one complete and good enough, or just at the line of scrimmage. That was caught by Tristan Duncan, the junior from Effingham, Illinois.
How great is the Leatherneck nickname?
Very unique.
This is a great play, too. Northern Illinois bringing a lot of pressure. Coming, blitzing, trying to get after Nate Lamb, so you just slow him down by throwing a screen, let the defensive lineman come in, get it to the speedsters, Tristan Duncan.
So another 1st down. Lamb in trouble, escapes the sack, winds up, and hits his man. It's Duncan again with another completion.
That was outstanding from Nathan Lamb to keep his composure, keep his eyes downfield. You're going to see some heavy pressure here. That's Damon Taylor Jr. getting free, and Lamb able to spin out of it, recalibrate his eyes, and get the ball downfield to Duncan.
This is the type of rhythm we saw early in this game from Western Illinois. They had 8 first down completions
in the first quarter alone.
Yeah, they can.
Quarterback keeper. Lamb not getting much. That was Muhammad Jameh in coverage, taking down the QB.
I'm impressed with Western Illinois' offense. It just hasn't been consistent enough. There hasn't been enough of it. And I think there's going to be some growing pains here due to the number of new players, new coaches, new system. But this doesn't look like a football team that hasn't won in 2 years. I mean, Northern Illinois is one of the best teams in the MAC, and while the score doesn't reflect it, Western Illinois has done some pretty good things today.
The blitz, Lamb will just kind of shovel it out there. Luckily goes incomplete. But again, the defense bringing the pressure. And you mentioned some bright spots for this offense, but they're really going up against a tough defense. Just a season ago, Northern Illinois ranking in the top 25 in FBS in defense, and they ranked 6th in the nation in pass defense. Only allowed about 171 yards per game in the air.
I really like the elusiveness of Nate Lamb there. And he has been on his bicycle a little bit, under duress back in the pocket. But he's continuing to battle. Big third down.
Lamb will move to his right, but pass deflected. Again, Jameh there in coverage for this defense.
It's a tremendous job from Muhammad Jameh. He's just trailing, following, playing man, punches the ball out.
A big third down stop for Jameh, the redshirt junior out of Detroit, Michigan. So that'll bring up 4th and 9 and an opportunity for some more points on the board for Western Illinois as they set up to kick a field goal. Antonio Chata missed his first attempt, made his second. That one up, and that one's good. So Western Illinois slowly but surely adding some points to the board here. 47-8 the score with 1:39 left here in the third quarter. So let's go ahead and take a look around the MAC conference. Different games going on today. College football Saturdays are back. Games are on the roster. Everyone's sitting at home. You got all your games lined up. You see Northwestern up on Miami of Ohio in the fourth quarter, 13-3. Syracuse up on Ohio. Pittsburgh putting it on Kent State this afternoon. Akron having the tough assignment against Ohio State. And then Eastern Michigan, a 17-7 lead over UMass in the fourth quarter.
It's been a pretty successful opening weekend for the MAC. And of course, next week, Kelsey, you and I will be in Ball State.
Reporting number 74 for Northern Illinois.
And fun fact, Ball State is the only team in the FBS that has a bye week and doesn't play in week 0 or week 1.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we're going to get Ball State on their week 1.
That's right.
Next week when they take on Missouri State. So Western Illinois set to kick off.
I'm also all out of fun facts, so.
That was it for the day.
That's it.
Hey, we still got a whole fourth quarter to come up with. I'm expecting at least one more.
You got it.
They'll let this one go. That was Poe. And the Huskies back on offense. Ethan Hampton has been nothing short of extraordinary in this game out of Elburn, Illinois. Last season, he saw action in 4 out of the first 6 games of the year, serving as backup the last 3 seasons for Rocky Lombardi. Last season, completed 19 of 33 passes for only 147 yards, but that is going to be the end of the day for Ethan Hampton. Welcome in Jalen Macon, the backup quarterback, getting his first snaps in a Husky uniform this afternoon. He'll hand it off to Poe on the first play. He'll find a little hole for a gain of 6 on the play. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about Jalen Macon, the redshirt junior out of Nashville, Tennessee. He's a transfer from Arkansas at Pine Bluff. And he put in a good fight in this QB battle room. Coach said they're kind of a decision between him and Ethan Hampton.
Well, they described him as a playmaker, and he plays the best when the lights are on. it'll be interesting to see how, Ethan Hampton, frankly, has just played so well. There was no reason to go to a 2-quarterback system as we thought we might have seen. Nice pass from Macon.
On the run, pass complete to number 84. That's a true freshman, George Demopoulos, getting his first reception as a Husky.
First down, presented by FNBO.
Making the QB keeper, a little shovel pass, but drops down as intended for Tristan Tews.
Pass is incomplete.
I really like that play where, they're going to send somebody in front. It's almost like the traditional option where you have a running back with you. It's just the running back is in front of them. So it's this downfield, and they try to get Tavis the ball, and it was a little hot, though, Kelsey. Ball came in a little hot. He was unable to bring it in.
There's another player down on the Western Illinois side. We've seen a few go down today. We've also had an official go down. We haven't heard an update after she was carted off the field. Before 44 seconds to go here in the third. Let's go ahead and see what's going on for next Saturday. Here's a slate of games. Like we said, we'll be at the Ball State Missouri State game, but also going on at St. Francis at Kent State. UMass taking on Toledo, one of the top teams in the MAC. South Alabama against Ohio. That should be a good one. Central Michigan against Florida International, and then Buffalo taking on the SEC school in Missouri. So football back in full swing as we are in week 1 here in DeKalb, Illinois. Northern Illinois preseason picked 3rd in the MAC conference. Showing out today offensively. They got their backup quarterback in, Jalen Macon, showing his first reps at Northern Illinois, the transfer from Arkansas at Pine Bluff. He'll take it himself. Straight into the defense here for about a gain of 4 on the play.
Northern Illinois now using this lead to get more players into the game, including their offensive line. It's Jacob Welch is in there, Thomas Posh. And when you can get a big lead like this, and you can get some of your guys and start rotating in some backups, it's excellent for creating depth, because there's nothing that really compares to live reps in the game. You can scrimmage, you can get reps in practice, but when you're playing an opponent you're unfamiliar with, that's really where you create the in-game experience, is in-game.
Well, Western Illinois was able to find some points thanks to their special teams, but it's all Northern Illinois. 47-8 lead as we head to the fourth quarter here on ESPN.
Extreme flavors don't sell sass. Ads on LinkedIn do. With 70 million decision makers, LinkedIn is the place to be to beat.
Our biggest challenge? Uncertainty. Hidden fees, surcharges, who knows what to expect.
Turn shipping to your advantage.
Keep it simple with clear upfront pricing.
With USPS Ground Advantage.
These days, the best seat in the house is actually in your backyard. When your own game day setup is this perfect, you just can't wait until you're finally home. Start building your dream backyard at Belgard.com.
This time I use talk, my use they use talk. And it's in! Historic goal! I love this game, it's so hard, the one you never ever knew about. I'm on the next level now. What a strike!
It's so on.
Plus brings you magic.
Provides a bit of magic.
Streaming every La Liga.
Es increíble estar aquí.
And Bundesliga match. From NWSL to the FA Cup. World-class soccer all in one place. ESPN Plus. For the love of soccer.
This time I used help. And it's in! Historic goal! Chelsea scores! Left-footed goal!
Let's hear it for the biggest stage of all. Thriving on its electricity, vibrancy, humanity, a kaleidoscope of experiences. If you're looking for that soul, that unbreakable spirit, that drive to go the distance, you've come to the right place. The U.S. Open, August 26th through September 8th on ESPN.
15 minutes of this Week 1 matchup between Western Illinois and Northern Illinois. The Huskies with a 47-8 commanding lead over the Leathernecks. As we take a look at the updated scores around the MAC, a couple of those games, one game final, Pitt with a win over Kent State, but most of those games late in the third or fourth quarters. Eastern Michigan up 20-7 over UMass, and Northwestern over Miami. Jalen Macon, the backup quarterback in this game. His pass drops incomplete, intended for Grayson Barnes.
Barnes is one of the top, what I would call NFL prospects on the field this afternoon. And there's so much to like about him. He is terrific in pass blocking as well as a receiving threat. And most tight ends, it's that hybrid slot type position. And we saw Barnes going deep on a long touchdown catch, showing his versatility not only to be, the intermediate type routes that most tight ends run, but also stretching the field.
A punt for Northern Illinois. Haven't seen that much today with this offense, but Grayson Barnes, you were talking about him. He led this team with 5 touchdown receptions last year, averaged about 18.3 yards per carry, and his best performance came in that Camellia Bowl win for Northern Illinois. He had 5 catches for 105 yards and a touchdown in that bowl win for Northern Illinois to cap off their season. Northern Illinois seeking their 4th consecutive victory. They won their last 3 games last season. Ended on a high note. Looking for their first win of the 2024 season here today at home. Western Illinois will take over. Pass complete to Tristan Duncan for about a gain of 5 on the play.
Duncan has been a bright spot for this Western Illinois offense. I'm really impressed with his game.
3-yard gain. And 7 for the 25.
We see at about 5 o'clock now the shadow of the stadium starting to come in as the sun is setting here in DeKalb, and Cam Smith taken down in the backfield by this NIU defense. Watch out for Mark Hensley.
Nice play behind the line of scrimmage for the redshirt freshman, Mark Hensley. He's had quite a day here. Look at the first step, and he splits a double team and brings down Cam Smith. That's a terrific play from Hensley.
So 3rd and 9 for the Leathernecks. Looking to move the chains. Lamb goes in the air, and pass falls incomplete, intended for Christian Anaya, the transfer from Montana State.
Anaya just hasn't been able to get going, and he was somebody they were really expecting to get the football to, and maybe we'll see the next time they come out if they're able to do that.
But yet again, the punt team comes out for Western Illinois. 65 new players, 16 new coaches, trying to figure everything out here in Week 1. Pass midfield, standing at the 35. Call for a fair catch. That's Dave Partridge. And we'll step aside. Northern Illinois back with the ball here in the fourth quarter.
Dad, with this Fox tee, I could be class president. And with Target Circle, we save automatically. I'll run on a platform for longer recess and having the cool Fox tee. Vote Claire.
These days, the best seat in the house is actually in your backyard. When your own game day setup is this perfect, you just can't wait until you're finally home. Start building your dream backyard at Belgard.com.
At Par in Chicago, we build more than electrical infrastructure, we build the future. Our trained, qualified, diverse workforce knows electricity. Partner with Par in Chicago and build better construction, better careers, and better communities for generations to come.
Okay, ideas, where are we going?
I got one.
What about a comedy show?
I've seen you, I've swiped on you. No. Okay?
Oh, I got an idea.
I feel hungry.
Let's go.
Whatever your vibe. Tacos.
Definitely tacos.
Find it in the all-new, all-hybrid Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
Welcome to the best seat in your house. Your players, your teams, your ball game. All season long. Welcome to Major League Baseball on ESPN Plus. Sign up now.
This time I used help.
And the Huskies will have the ball here with about 13 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, commanding a 47-8 lead here. A beautiful day in DeKalb, Illinois. Kelsey Casper and Ryan Kavanaugh on a beautiful campus of Northern Illinois. You see the band out there, fans in the stands. We actually went tailgating before the game. Ryan and I went down, got some great food from some of the parents from Western Illinois. Just really getting excited and into this atmosphere of college football in its return.
Excellent food. Threw a couple passes as well, Kelsey. Both of them were complete. That was nice. They were short passes, though.
Short passes.
Yeah.
That's not a short pass. Jalen Macon completion to Poe for a first down. Yeah, what's a tailgate without a little football, a little catch?
That's right. A little football, some ribs, wings, spaghetti.
Yeah, we had some of the parents from Western Illinois, and kind of a cool story. Some of the former Northern Illinois players who played back in the late 90s, early 2000s, actually even played with head coach Thomas Hammock. Their sons are now playing for Western Illinois. So they got to come back here to their alma mater and watch their son play, but for the opposing team. But super nice to welcome us to their tailgate, feeding us, enjoying just some pregame football as the flag goes flying on the play. Carry was from quarterback Jalen Macon.
The only thing better than the food was the company. Just a great collection of people, intermingled too, as you mentioned. Northern Illinois ties, now Western Illinois ties.
Offense number 11, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
Yeah, we had Dagan Miller and Newman's dad cooking it up on the grill. Some ribs, some spaghetti. Everyone was enjoying that company, like you said. Getting ready for this game. Week 1 excitement. They all did have their Western Illinois gear on. I know they said they went to Northern Illinois, but it's time for the next generation. They're cheering on their kids.
That's right. At least for one afternoon, they'll put those Northern Illinois shirts and jerseys away.
Macon again on the handoff.
Good first step, cutting inside.
Jalen Poe, redshirt freshman, 5'10", 207. Went to North Paulding High School. out in Dallas, Georgia. That brings up 2nd and 14 for Northern Illinois. Macon with the handoff, cutting back in, nice move. Oh, helmet come off, that is Poe on the carry. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Number 10 at Western Illinois must leave the game for one play due to a helmet off.
See the 3rd down conversion rate. Northern Illinois, 4 of 5 on 3rd downs today. Macon finds Poe, running back, turning in the receiver to get the 1st down.
Nice job by Macon, putting the ball out in front of Poe. And it's enough to move the chains.
Western Illinois. But that's a Husky first down.
I don't really like Jalen Macon so far. The way he's throwing the football, his accuracy, his composure in the pocket. He's shown the ability to run as well.
Northern Illinois had that quarterback spot to fill. They returned 18 total starters on both sides of the ball, but a big hole in that quarterback position after Rocky Lombardi graduated. Macon in pressure, comes out of the pocket. Like you said, he uses his feet for a little game.
Jalen Macon with the quarterback keeper.
But after Rocky Lombardi graduated, Thomas Hammock had to fill the hole at the quarterback position, but honestly, talking with him, he really was not concerned about it. You had mentioned it earlier, Ryan. That quarterback is just 1 of 11 on this team. He's got a pretty other solid 10 players out on the field beside him.
Well, if he wasn't worried about it before the game, he should be less concerned now because of the way Ethan Hampton has played. What a stat line for Hampton. He was outstanding today.
Macon across midfield. Pass complete to Demopoulos. The freshman taken down at the 15-yard line.
And Jalen Macon showing off his arm, but how about Ethan Hampton? 18 of 20 for 328 and 5 touchdowns. And look at the rocket in between 2 defenders. Macon getting the football to Demopoulos. And they're at the 14-yard line, threatening again.
So 1st and 10 in the red zone. Macon, quarterback keeper, gets it to about the 5-yard line before he's taken down.
The quarterback keeper. Epley makes the tackle for the Leathernecks.
Yeah, like you said, Macon showing off his legs here in his first appearance as a Husky.
Yeah, really nice job. Creating with his legs.
Came up just short of the 1st down. That sets up 2nd and 1.
Lynch.
Wildcat. Justin Lynch with the ball. Stopped just shy of the goal line, though. Justin Lynch, the redshirt junior we talked about earlier.
Justin Lynch, the ball carrier.
That sets up 1st and goal.
And now he can throw the football.
Yeah, he's back again. But Lynch eaten up by this defense. Tackle for a loss. Gage Freeman in on the tackle first.
Gage Freeman with the tackle.
And Macon comes back out onto the field. Nowhere for Lynch to run. And Freeman, outside linebacker, setting that edge, and when nothing was there inside for Lynch, he bounces it out, and Freeman was waiting for him. And Leathernecks looking for a bit of a moral victory here, trying to keep Northern Illinois out of the end zone. Now Lynch is going to be the running back behind Macon.
Macon, pressure's on. Throws it into the ground, passing complete. That'll bring up 3rd and goal. So like you said, The defense bringing some juice here,
Jalen Johnson, the intended receiver.
trying to prevent another score from Northern Illinois late in this game.
They tried to get it to Jalen Johnson, but there was a defender from Western Illinois in the face of Macon right away, and he had to hurry his throw, and for all intents and purposes, just threw it into the ground.
So 3rd and goal here for Jalen Macon in this offense. Lots of movement pre-snap. Looks like Hammock's going to call timeout.
He didn't look thrilled about having to do it either.
30-second timeout.
Some confusion on the line, but we come back. Northern Illinois with an opportunity to put more points on the board. 3rd and goal when we come back.
This is Alpha Brain. You want to be the best at whatever you do? Yeah, we thought so. If you've got a lot going on or need to think clearly, we've got an Alpha Brain product that's got your back. Focus where it matters most.
And we're back in third quarter planning. Adams is quarterbacking this project, and she is looking pretty tired, Jill.
She's stuck, Bill, and that deadline is looming.
It looms for us all, Jill.
Wait a minute. She just pulled up Grammarly.
Grammarly is an AI writing partner that helps you make your point.
She just asked Grammarly to help her write a summary of her doc, and she's shortening it. Look at that. She's done. And it's in!
It's in! It's a touchdown!
Download Grammarly for free.
Time is luxury. Who you spend it with, what you spend it doing. Why we spend so much time designing and refining, creating the control and the feel that defines electric performance. To make the time you spend behind the wheel of a Polestar the best time of your day.
Just to brush the flies away.
Book a test drive at polestar.com.
Jersey Mike's freshly slices it right in front of you, the authentic Jersey way. You can't fake that. And look, you can fake a lot of stuff these days. You can fake my outfit, but you can't fake freshly sliced turkey. You can fake these haunches, but you can't fake freshly sizzled bacon. Nay, you just can't fake a freshly sliced Jersey sub. It's nice to be back in my real body. Number 13, please. Made the authentic Jersey way since 1956. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
Labor Day savings are here. Let's put fall into motion, tackle turning colors, warm up welcomes, and add life to lawns. Fall starts with Labor Day savings at the Home Depot.
Bring the fight to these boys! Every single play, from the first to the last!
If that doesn't get you juiced up, I don't know what will. NFL's back. Monday Night Football is back September 9th. Jets at 49ers on ESPN. 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Northern Illinois inside the red zone. Ball's on the 6. It's 3rd and goal. The Huskies up 47-8 over the Leathernecks. And an opportunity here to put some points on the board.
Well, this Northern Illinois team has certainly played like Huskies today, as that sign reads. Big 3rd down.
Pressure on Macon. He takes it up the middle.
Touchdown!
And it's called a touchdown. Jalen Macon takes it himself. First touchdown as a Husky for Jalen Macon.
Beautiful job by Macon, twisting, turning. He's got a 6'5". And watch the tackle here. He actually gets thrown and propelled forward by Brian Bruce into the end zone. But a nice job by Macon, splitting the two defenders, and then Bruce really carries him and tosses him into the end zone.
You see that scoring drive from backup quarterback Jalen Macon, getting his first reps, the transfer from Arkansas at Pine Bluff. And the PAT is good. 54 points for this Northern Illinois offense. Showing out, celebrating in week 1.
Jersey Mike's freshly slices it right in front of you, the authentic Jersey way. You can't fake that. And look, you can fake a lot of stuff these days. You can fake my outfit, but you can't fake freshly sliced turkey. You can fake these haunches, but you can't fake freshly sizzled bacon. Nay, you just can't fake a freshly sliced Jersey sub. It's nice to be back in my real body. Number 13, please. Made the authentic Jersey way since 1956. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
This is Alpha Brain. You want to be the best at whatever you do? Yeah, we thought so. If you've got a lot going on or need to think clearly, we've got an Alpha Brain product that's got your back. Focus where it matters most.
And we're back in third quarter planning. Adams is quarterbacking this project, and she is looking pretty tired, Jill.
She's stuck, Bill, and that deadline is looming.
It looms for us all, Jill.
Wait a minute. She just pulled up Grammarly.
Grammarly is an AI writing partner that helps you make your point.
She just asked Grammarly to help her write a summary of her doc, and she's shortening it. Look at that. She's done. And it's in!
It's a touchdown!
Download Grammarly for free.
It takes fire and iron to sizzle the perfect strip. Or does it? Hormel Black Label Microwave Ready Bacon. Live for it.
Labor Day savings are here. Let's put fall into motion, tackle turning colors, warm up welcomes, and add life to lawns. Fall starts with Labor Day savings at the Home Depot.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Discover Cashback Debit gives everyone money back on the stuff they buy. So I bought all these kids a bunch of candy. I know what I'm doing.
A debit card with cashback. Discover Cashback Debit.
Couldn't ask for a better Saturday afternoon to kick off college football. Here in week one on the campus of Northern Illinois in DeKalb, the Huskies showing what they're made of. 54-8 as they lead in-state foe Western Illinois. It was Jalen Macon, the backup quarterback, taking it himself into the end zone. So the Huskies will kick things off and give another opportunity to the Leathernecks, still in search of their first touchdown. They've scored 8 points in this game thanks to a couple field goals and a defensive 2-point conversion. So no touchdowns for this offense so far. But what's been promising from what you've seen, Ryan, from Nathan Lamb in this game?
Well, he's kept his composure despite being under duress and having to run around. And especially in the second half, what I like is even when there's chaos and he's being pushed around and pressured, he keeps his eyes downfield. So as soon as he breaks contain and gets away, his eyes are downfield and he's able to extend plays and make plays. Toriano Tate with some good returns today. He hasn't been able to get loose and really get into the open to use some of that top-end track speed that he has.
Number 74 is reporting as number 28 for Northern Illinois.
So the Leathernecks will get the ball at about the 19-yard line. With just under 8 minutes to work with here in the fourth quarter. And talking with Joe Davis earlier this week, he says he wanted to establish an offense based on 3 pillars. The first pillar was establish a physical run game. 2 was to create mismatches. And 3, control the tempo. That's his goal for this offense over the course of the season. Today, it was a lot about just getting things figured out, getting the first reps for this team under his direction with these new teammates as that pass is dropped. But the ball rolls out of bounds in the hands of Tristan Duncan.
It's interesting. It looks like they're going to call it a catch and a fumble.
Yeah, it looked like he had his hands on it, and then it popped out. So the ball rolled out of bounds at about... Let's see where they mark this. Right at the 25. So that'll set up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 from the 25.
Lamb with a little pressure out the pocket. He's just going to use his legs. Slides down at the 30.
Nate Lamb with the quarterback.
And that's another example of what we were just talking about, Kelsey, with Nate Lamb, his ability to stay calm under pressure. That time again, forced out of the pocket, keeps his eyes downfield, slides for a first down, but really doing a nice job with the composure.
He played in 7 games last season as a backup quarterback. Went 2 for 6 in pass completions for 20 yards, but he dominated at College of Sequoias. 3 seasons, 40 touchdowns for Nathan Lamb. 1st and 10 here. Gets out of the pressure and just takes it down himself right at the line of scrimmage.
It looked like a design quarterback run. Now, I don't know if that was the actual call, but it looked like he's going to pump fake, and there it is, and he pulls it down. Now, that could have been because big Mark Hensley was applying some pressure from the left side.
So 2nd and 10. Lamb again is going to have to escape. This time he's got some room in front of him, passing the line of gain, and it's good enough for a first down as he falls at about the 45-yard line.
Nate Lamb is deceptively fast. He's 6'3", 230 pounds. Doesn't look like he'd be the type of athlete and runner that he is. But again, they keep Hensley more pressure, and all Lamb is doing is taking what the defense gives him. So he gets pressure. There's nobody spying on him. He gets to the second level, gets past the linebackers, and that time enough for first down yardage.
He moves the chains. Little quick pass. Christian Anaya got his hands on it. But
they were
taken down in the
on
backfield.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kelsey. They were working on a tunnel screen, you know, trying to get the wide receivers out, and then the receiver's supposed to be coming across. Not a very well-thrown ball by Lamb, and a play like that is determined, predicated on the timing and the quarterback's ability to put it in the receiver's hand. That time it was errant, and he was lucky it wasn't intercepted.
They lose a yard on the play. 2nd and 11. Lamb puts it up. He's got a man wide open. Damari Davis with a big completion. Western Illinois sitting near the 30-yard line.
Pass completed to Damari Davis.
Really nice job by Davis.
Damari Davis is an All-American JUCO. He set records last season at Contra Costa College. Set records in receptions, in yards, in total touchdowns last season. 1st and 10 might be the best field position we've seen for Western Illinois today. Little shovel pass to the outside. That's Cam Smith with a little spin move. It only gets about 2 yards out of it.
It's interesting. It looked like a pass, like forward pitch. You know, the play was designed. It looks. Take a look at that. I think he throws it forward. And if I'm a quarterback, I'm saying, okay, he caught it. I definitely threw that forward. Give me a completed pass. But take a look at this, Kelsey. Where is he at? Oh, he's forward. Underhand toss forward.
Lamb again with some time. Throws it to the end zone, but breaking up. On the defensive end, that was number 32, Quinn Erweiler, with the breakup.
Yeah, linebacker Erweiler draws the assignment of, I think it was Cam Smith out there, so they kick the running back out as a wide receiver, and the linebacker goes out there, and now you're playing in space, but this is a great job by Quinn Erweiler to stay step for step with Cam Smith, break up the play. And this defense right now does not want to give up a touchdown because they haven't had a touchdown scored on them. So, in essence, they could almost call this a shutout, except I just spoiled it for them.
You jinxed it. First touchdown of the day for the Leathernecks. Comes late in the 4th quarter. Torrance Farmer Jr. finding the end zone for Western Illinois. Took a long time, but the Leathernecks able to find the end zone. Kind of a sigh of relief for this group to gain some momentum coming out of this game. Looking forward.
Great play call. They're using the matchup again of the running backs on linebackers, and that time they used Farmer out of the backfield and up the sideline.
The kick is good. And your score is now Huskies 54.
So now Northern Illinois leads 54-14. Excuse me, 15 after the PAT. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 2023 MVC results, because that's where Western Illinois was last season in the Missouri Valley Conference. They've now moved to the Big South OVC Football Association. But wow, look at those teams at the top of the Missouri Valley Conference. That is one tough conference in the FCS division. South Dakota State, South Dakota, Northern Dakota, Northern Iowa. And like we've said, Western Illinois has struggled the last 2 seasons, back-to-back 0-11 seasons, but now they have moved to the Ohio Valley. This is the preseason poll. UT Martin taking that first place spot. We had mentioned Eastern Illinois. That's where first-year head coach Joe Davis just came from. But Western Illinois, obviously the newcomers to the program, picked to finish 9th in the conference. Western Illinois also is going to have a short week this week. Coming up next, traveling to face Indiana in Bloomington on Friday night, a Big Ten matchup. They start the season with 3 away games on their schedule. So tough start for this team. They don't face a conference opponent until October 5th when they take on Charleston Southern University. There you see the schedule at Indiana versus Illinois State, McKendree, and then Charleston Southern, their first conference game on October 5th. These first couple non-conference games are going to be one tough opponents and a big test for them as they're still trying to figure everything out on the field with all these newcomers.
Well, we talked about it with Coach Davis this week, and we mentioned it on this broadcast that in this day and age, they hit the portal hard. They brought a lot of guys in, and he doesn't have a real plan laid out for this is how we want our program to evolve in a rebuild. You know, a lot of times there's a schedule and you try to stay on it and you want to be here this year and then the next year. Well, Coach Davis just said, we want to win right now. And we plan on going into Northern Illinois and winning. And now, while it certainly is not looking that way right now for them, there is a lot of building blocks and you're going to have some growing pains, but they're figuring out what their identity is as well as their rotations and who's going to be contributors on this team as the 2024 season moves forward for Coach Davis.
Yeah, he said that the goal is to come up with the best team for 2024, period. This year, best team, period. As we now look at Josh Holtz is in the QB spot for Northern Illinois. And the handoff to Justin Lynch on the carry. And a timeout's going to be called on the field. But we have talked about the culture that Western Illinois has started to build under first-year head coach Joe Davis, and it's built on these 3 words, ECI, encourage, challenge, and inspire. He wants to encourage these players and create a positive atmosphere and environment for them. He wants to encourage them to go to class, go to weights, and then challenge them to become better. Okay, you're going to class. Now I challenge you to get an A. Okay, you're doing community service. Now get me 100 hours of community service. Just continually raising the bar and surrounding themselves in a positive atmosphere, and then to go along and inspire not only your teammates, but everyone else in their community.
And you see it on the back of the helmet right there. It's something, and it's a constant reminder to everybody on the team as they look at their teammates, and you see it on the back there. But it needs to be ingrained, and that's something that Coach Davis brought with him. And I love the piece. It's not just about the football field, as you mentioned, Kelsey. It's how are you doing in the classroom? Let's do better there. What are you doing in the community? Let's do better there. And how are you treating your fellow brothers on the football team. Let's do better there. And if you do all those things and you handle your business on the field, everything's going to work out. But culture is not created overnight. And it was interesting talking to Sean Frazier, the athletic director here at during halftime, and then he joined us in the third quarter.
First down, presented by FNBO.
And everybody talks about culture, and that might mean different things to different coaches, different programs. But in this day and age of the changing landscape of college football in particular, with the transfer portal, we've talked about it throughout the program. Western Illinois, 65 new players, most of them from the portal. They've got some young guys, but they're getting Division II guys coming up, Division I guys dropping down. When you have that, it's like a melting pot of players from everywhere, and then that every year you have to figure out how we put these pieces together and create that culture. Thomas Hammock is in a different place. They've got so many seniors and so many guys that have been here for so long. You don't have to tell them what the expectations are. They grew up in the program, so they know what those expectations are.
These two programs at two different states right now. As you see, head coach Thomas Hammock in his 6th season at Northern Illinois. He led them to a MAC championship in 2021, got their first bowl win since 2011, and somehow it ends up in the hands of the Northern Illinois receiver after it bounced back between a few players. That's completed to McElroy.
Jeremiah Piper thought he had the interception, and then he kind of slapped his helmet and walked off the sidelines without knowing that the Northern Illinois receiver caught it.
Huskies at midfield. 2-minute timeout. Fourth quarter action continues, and we're back.
You're going to be the handsomest wedding guest.
I look amazing. I feel like I can do anything. I can do anything, I can do anything, I can do anything, I can do anything. Move over her, Dad. New outfit. Job interview. New outfit! Wow, I'm hired. Yes, you are.
Let's golf to celebrate.
Oh, no. Boom! I win!
Hey, hot guy. Marry me.
It's a Men's Warehouse.
I love you.
With physics-based tackling, every hit hits different.
This is it. One play. This is when we find out.
Hey, quick question. Student body math proficiency. Would we say it's good, fair, satisfactory? What? Like a percentage, if you had to guess.
Get out of here, man.
Understood.
Hey, grab it.
Great student-teacher ratio.
Marcy! We gotta go! Marcy! We have got to go!
We bring you the real in-depth school info.
What were you thinking?
I don't know.
Ding dong.
Homes.com.
CRM.
Dancing pandas don't sell CRM. Ads on LinkedIn do. With 70 million decision makers, LinkedIn is the place to be to be.
Tonight, in your spacious La Quinta suite, your eyes could use a break after a long day of seeing, things. But hey, free waffles always make you forget. Tonight, La Quinta. Tomorrow, you shine.
It's lined up now.
Yep.
Not today.
Not today, huh?
It's so on.
The U.S. Open, August 26th through September 8th on ESPN.
2 minutes to go in our Week 1 matchup between the Leathernecks of Western Illinois and the hometown team, the Huskies of Northern Illinois. And the Huskies have the ball near the 50-yard line. They're now on their third QB of the game. Josh Holtz has taken the reins of this offense. We already saw starting quarterback Ethan Hampton. He's been the backup the last 3 seasons, and man, did he have himself a game. Jalen Macon, we knew we were going to see him. The backup quarterback had a few couple drives, ran one in for his first touchdown as a Husky, and now Josh Holtz getting an opportunity late in this game. Hands it off to Lynch on the outside, who's loose, past the 30, and finally taken down inside the 20.
Justin Lynch, the ball carrier.
That's a veteran move from Justin Lynch. He gets to the sidelines, understands we're inside 2 minutes. So instead of continuing up the sidelines, cut back, keep the clock running.
We talked about Lynch earlier. We've seen him practically everywhere, running back, receiver, even as quarterback. He played quarterback his freshman year at Temple. Came to Northern Illinois, where his brother Jordan went to, an All-American and Heisman finalist.
Not bad.
Yeah, pretty decent family. Lynch doesn't get much on that play.
Lynch, the ball carrier. Gage Greening with the tackle for the Leathernecks. No gain in the play. It is 2nd and 10 from the 17.
Just about a minute left in this game. Western Illinois coming off of back-to-back 0-11 seasons. And they got a tough matchup next week. But what can they take away from this matchup here in week 1, Ryan?
Well, the first thing is that they're still fighting right now. You know, what that tells me is that this team is not going to give up on Coach Davis. They're going to compete. And whether you win or lose, I mean, obviously the plan is always to come in and win a game, right? But it says a lot about what the future looks like when, you know, they're up against it, they're losing, but they're still competing. I think that's a big deal. There were moments where their offense moved the ball pretty effectively against a really good Northern Illinois team.
You see the handshake as they're just going to let the clock run down. 20 seconds left, but everyone joining on the field as Northern Illinois is going to start their season